Apparently I got to take a picture of myself, so we're gonna do that. I might just go get my goggles right here. They're in the locker. We have lockers around here now, so we want to say thanks, Brendo and everybody, for getting those lockers. Yeah, maybe do some little stretches in the background there. Get ready to rock and roll. But thank you. We had a lot of fun here today. It's been a good one. Thanks, Joe, for everything. Joe and I are back at 2 p.m. It's going to be Adara. I haven't seen Sia yet, but if she's around, she'll be coming through. You're just cutting right behind? Okay, that's fine. Just go right behind. You can go right behind.
Stop, you're pressuring me.
I'm not trying to pressure you at all. You just go right behind. There it is. Joe, thank you. Thank you, Randy, today. Thank you to Adara. And most importantly, man, thank you to everybody watching. It's been a hell of a ride. Oh, yeah, and tonight, it's a good thing Neil didn't take that bet, man, because I was about to take Knicks. He took Wemby. We'll see what winds up happening tonight. It's Spurs. It's Knicks. It's Game 3. It is one of the most expensive sporting events of all time, according to SeatGeek. More expensive than Super Bowl tickets are all of these tickets going in the Madison Square Garden. So that's one place I've never been to. I love to go to this garden and see a game there. Yeah, Randy's been there for sure. We got to hit up O'Keefe for that, man. The guy sits courtside, this guy. What's going on over there? Thank you, everybody. It's Sharif. It's Joe. It's Adara. It's Midday Madness. I'm back at 2. Hope you had a good time. I know I did. See you then.
I like that bottom picture. We're always laughing. Hey? Like, yeah, there's always something to joke around about.
That's the beauty about life, man. You know you're at your happiest when you're laughing.
Boom! Greetings and salutations, beautiful people. Welcome to the Midday Show. In case you haven't been watching for the last few hours, this is your boy Joey Options, and I am Sharif. And what behind you right there, this is the new layout. This is you guys right there. Look at that, yelling, boom! Dangerous elbow, boom! What's up from North Carolina? Elbow. That's what I want to hear. Shout out to my man, Varun Canwin, Adam, James, frickin' abroad. Shout out to my man, I believe he's in Uruguay at the moment. I think I pronounced that right, too. Jesse Martin. I got your boy Jesse Hernandez on the gram now. Yeah. Now we've got multiple different pictures that we can put into AI, you know, to kind of mix things around, maybe kind of put something on his head. Who knows what we're gonna do? Jesse, it's a brave new world, baby. Shout out to Kenneth, SMG. We got the OG Gorav, Trust Fund Baby, Hangry Wife, the Professor. He says, shout out to my man T Money. Yo, bro, please stop doing this. I like you too much, man. That's the thing. When you're funny, then you're earmarked as being funny, and then, you know, people don't stop making jokes with you. Never at you, always with you, my man. Shout out to Soul. Shout out to B-Town, 918, Wrath Knight. How about Dan McIsaac? Yeah, it's been a minute since I've seen you in the chat. Andrew Chow, SMG Brothers, Juan Padilla, Taylor, something or other, man. My bad. PC Hoon. Who else? I'm going to be super serious for him on. Don't do that, please. Big Four nephew, you're too funny for, you know, to...
What do you do?
No, he wants to be serious from now on. Green Saber, 005, and Wyatt, we got Beware, the Monkey Hammer, what? SMG, again, Frico, Suave, get it, Frico. We got the OG, Jay Lee, Vizbot, Better Sin, Captain Bananas, and T-Moon, 2334. Shout out to Guggin. We got, who else? Ahmed, Mike P, D Rider, HP Motorcars in the house, as well as D... Villagas, sorry, probably butchered that. Chunky, get it, Chunky. Chunky forearmed the trap. Jaguar, no, I don't know, Randy. I'm just reading, brother. Guildman, Billy Hardy, and one more, the Auspicious Turtle. Sup, small cappers. Ooh. They're good. Let's get right down to them, Joe, if you don't mind, because they're breaking out.
You hear that?
What? No, I didn't. I'm not plugged in.
Yeah, that's right. Tiff is giving me a hard time right now.
Okay, just before we go to the ad, I know we got an ad. INHD is breaking out. It's taking out $5. Be on the lookout.
Ooh, all right, here we go, guys. Huge shout out to VinFast for sponsoring today's video. They just announced a massive partnership with AutoBrains and NVIDIA to bring level 4 agentic AI autonomous driving to life. We are talking next-gen intelligent tech that is completely redefining how we hit the road. If you want to see what the actual future of driving looks like, click the link in my description and check out VinFast today. Check that stuff out.
Check it out.
You got more stuff going on?
Yeah, bro,
over there?
we got a lot, man. So let's get right down to work. INHD is absolutely in a rip fest right now. It just blew through 4, blew through 5, and now with a 537 high, it is really going up 400%. Guys, I swear I put this on the chart when it was like 350 or something like that, 360. It just jettisoned to the high side, and now we've seen 5. So now, you know, especially if we stay above 5, my spidey sense starts thinking 10. But we're going to have to set up in the right way. This is a bull flag breakout. So I'm anticipating a period of consolidation of sideways. What that range ends up being, we'll find out shortly. So INHD, the #1 gapper in the market. It's insane. It's breaking out pretty aggressively. It's not the only one. SDOT, a holdover from Friday. The dot's been running for a number of days, as you can see there in the multi-day time frame. SDOT used to be a penny stock. Used to be, underline that word, used to be. 1943 high, 1840 at the current moment. ENHA, also a rocket ship at the moment here, 34% and change, a little bit more spready, a little bit less volume on ENHA, but one that requires our focus nonetheless. CBRG, is this a Cerebris ETF? I figured it would just be too early. Yeah, it is, man. It is Cerebris ETF. I knew it. It was just too close to the ticker. So CBRG, here's an ETF, guys. This one is it leveraged? Yeah, 200%. So this is a 2 times leveraged ETF, CBRG. We'll have to see if it's blocked or available in our system, but in any event, it's up 35.25%, meaning that CBRS is up half that. GLXY also pretty rip. City absolutely gone here through 25, through 30 with a 30.46 high. This one closed out a little above 25 bucks on Friday. Very clean. Hasn't touched the 10 EMA quite yet, so be on the lookout for a rejection of 30 and a move back down. LACE, LASE, we've been talking about this one for a period of days as well. Look at that breakout on the second, a couple of consolidative days, but look, it holds the area lows. It makes a bit of a base here at around 270, 283, in and around that level, and here we are again, testing for, alas, we are still below the Friday high and around 4.25, so be aware that there could be sellers from Friday who are bag holding this. And then last but not least, before we see what your boy Joey Apsh is up to, look how bad this sold off, Joey, on Friday, like everything else and their mother's cousin. And we're getting a bit of a bounce here on BTGO, up a healthy, but not too explosive, 16 1/3.
Good stuff, man.
Oh, there's a chat. There's a super. Let me get to it.
Pull it up then.
Okay, pull up. All right, shout out to my man Vizbot, Sharif. What about using lettuce leaves instead of the bun to hold the burger patty? Keto friendly, no? Anyways, good luck, and Joe, much respect. Vizbot, you are brilliant. Because I went out yesterday to Cactus Club with my buddy who I hadn't seen in a hot minute, actually before COVID, caught up with my boy, and you know, because now we're getting ripped for the summer, Joey.
Oh, is it?
So
is your boy big into fitness like you?
Absolutely. Most of my friends are.
Okay.
In any event, so I did the Szechuan chicken lettuce wraps.
Yeah,
Cactus Club. Fire.
Those are not fire. Yeah.
So yes, keto friendly, and it's just not really about just keto, man. It's just about, you know, wanting to be healthy.
Yeah, that's fine. That's totally reasonable.
Got the hangry?
Man. Yeah, Adam James. I don't know if he told me $5 on that one. Yeah, I wasn't gonna chase it all the way up there though, brother. And obviously we had a lot going on. There was a consolidation on the 1 minute time frame that I did like in that bad boy. We're still holding on to this FBL. It's been a slow grind without any question. But that 334, and then now you're up to $5. So way to point that out, Adam. Some good stuff. We're definitely gonna get this ball rocking and rolling. SUNE. Have we broken out? No. Steady lower highs here. So that's a little bit of an issue, but if volume kicks in, then hey, bang, we got ourselves a potential trade. INHD, Adam James is talking about that. I'm in FBL. You guys can see from approximately 2320.
Looks like I'm long FBL here, Joey.
You're long FBL?
Look at the position board.
Oh, yeah. Apparently you are. I'm like, hey, isn't it on the wrong side there? But other than that, man, let's rock and roll. Sharif is long FPL with the boy obviously being sarcastic. Has Joe traded meta yet? Like he said earlier. Come on, Taylor. I've literally just said that, man. We're still sitting in this. Here, I'll do a transaction, then hopefully it'll clean it up here on our position board. But other than that, we want to hold this for as much as we can. We'll take 10% off of this bad boy, bang, off of that highs. So we go 2 for 2 on meta, and then we take a little bit of a loss on DRAM, but that was just a tester, all right? That was just a little bit of a tester. Aside from that, let's head over to our watch list, go through a couple of the names, open interest. Listen, I told you guys and I went on my spiel about what's going on with NVDA. Avoid the contracting unless you're gonna create a spread. It's not gonna work. Why? Because the underlying asset is just moving too slow. You're just going to lose money. I could be totally wrong, but until you get that exponential move within the actual asset itself, then it's just an absolute disaster and a writer's dream. Now, how do I feel about it long term? Obviously love it. One of my largest holdings. But just the way that it's been consolidating, you get that breakout, and then you're having an additional pullback not too long after that breakout, I'm worried that it's going to fall into this realm. And who am I going to be referring to? Look what Microsoft did for quite some time, hovering around these highs. Like, it really took a long time to break out, and there's other places where you could put your cash. So you go from February of 24 to February of 25, when you were just trading in this range. Is it the exact same thing as NVDA? No, but it's relatively close, right? August to March, that's hot garbage. That's not good. Even though it's steady and up and to the right, you have this lengthy consolidation where you could have deployed your cash elsewhere. I don't know. It's not easy. It's definitely easier said than done. But this is something that's on the back of my mind. I'll always grab this name at specific levels, but I always have to be cautious just in case there is some form of a lengthy consolidation and other things are around us ripping higher and lower. SDOT, I'm assuming you meant SDOT. SDOT is moving. Check it out again today. Are you in that bad boy? 5 minute. Yeah, SDOT starting to come back in off of that $17 high. All right. So let's see what else we got. Robinhood down back up to $84. And before I send it back to Sharif, I want to take a look at JPM.
Joey, INHD is breaking out really aggressively here.
Yeah,
okay.
Go ahead. I got it.
So yeah, do your thing. I know you got to set up, guys. INHD ripping through. What do we got on here? Crap, sorry, just give me a sec. I've got 535, here's 585. It's a rip city right now on this one. Here comes 6, 590. I told y'all this was the one. I mean, you can tell when these ones start going. Watch out for a rejection at 6. And you know, I'm inclined to say that we've cleared $5 by enough distance that we can start using it for support. But when you're up 450, 500%, the retracements are going to be bigger. It's just that's the way it is. So here it comes in, 595 high right now. Let's see, does it come back in to test 5 1/3? I know the position board isn't working right now. They'll get that done in a second, but 595 high, looking for 6 on this one. There was aggressive selling, by the way, the last time around into the 80s. So here comes INHD again into 3/4. There's high 80s. I'm going to post 98 as a liquidity tester, and then I'm going to sit at 605 as another liquidity tester, and another rejection of the high 90s. Into 97 it goes, but it doesn't cross. There's 94 again. Look at the aggressive selling in front of the whole dollar multiple times now. It rejects, and the spread opens up, not by much. 3 pennies is how wide I saw it in the 90s. But that 3 pennies is enough of a margin, especially when it's moving this quickly and the liquidity is pretty crunched, for you to get not the print. There is a 94 again. An aggressive seller again comes into 94. They killed him. Into 6 we go. That is now a new high a day, $6 on the dot. Now we're looking for more. Liquidity tester at 605 just to test it out. We're going to go ahead and sit at 625, next level above 605. Here comes the move into 6 again. Expect resistance here. That's just part and parcel of trading these animals, right? But I do like my entry. It gives me enough of a distance, and there it goes. into 620. Here comes 625. There goes 625. I don't see what limit up is quite yet. Looking for a move now into 650. You start thinking half dollar, whole dollar now, especially if it gets parabolic. 641 area high. That is the intraday high right now on it, INHD. So let's go ahead. We're going to sit at, sorry, crap, I made a mistake there. Dang it. Oh, I only have one out left. Crap. That was a fat-fingered mistake. My mistake there. Let's watch 6 over here. Let's see if the buyers step in. So now I'm focusing more on the bid than I am the ask. I want to see if 6 gets defended. Moreover, I want to see where the buyers are stepping in locally. Is there a repeat offender area where the buyers keep throwing in bids in the same way as if there's a repeat offender area where the sellers keep throwing out asks and we can't ascend above it? Case in point, that 590s we just had moments ago. So right now, I'm not seeing anything big step in the bid. In fact, we're losing 6 here. Well, there's a buyer at 6 to be expected. Let's see how long this buyer lasts. I'm basically exhausted my shares because I got in a small position initially, so I didn't want to take it out all, and I never got the chance to add on me. In any event, 623, looking for a little bit more now. There's a $0.25 seller here that we can't shake, but here comes 333 again, and there it goes, Joseph, into another high of day. 645, INHD's ripping. What the hell is the name of this company? Inno Holdings. Inno. Oh, I've got so many jokes, but we'll leave those for after the show. But anyway, Joey, INHD is absolutely him, her, and everything else right now. What do you got?
Same thing, man. We're sitting in this trade here in FBL, double top at 23.40. What's that going to correlate with the actual underlying? So I have to be prepared just in case it wants to dump as the market continues to slowly grind higher and higher. I don't have my other chart because I hit exit. So you have a new high of the day on the Qs, but we don't have that here on META just yet as we're struggling at some key levels right here. So double top, we don't love that, especially just before the open. Bang, look at this selling, bang, bang.
Get it, Joey.
591, so damn. Let's break that level and head towards this pre-market high. Otherwise, we're going to head over to small cap Landia and see what we got going on with those bad boys. Adam James been telling me all morning, get in INHD. What are you even doing? It's up to $6.50.
He told you that, eh?
Dude, it was at like $3 when he told me to get involved.
That's what he's going to do, Joey. There it goes again.
I took my eyes off of it. And there it goes again, as Sharif just mentioned. So where's that next one? SUNE? Oh, no, Sharif.
SUNE, Joey? I didn't even have eyes on. Here comes 7, bro.
It broke. SUNE broke down, so I don't think that you're going to get that same move on it.
All right.
And here goes Meta to the downside, so we have to be prepared to get out of this. But we have double the amount of size on this position than we had on the original one.
All right, guys, I know the position board is not showing, but I've got 535 on now for INHD, 694. It's turning into a bit of a bamboozler here, topping tail candle into 94, and here we are into the third of a dollar, continuing to watch here, INHD. I didn't get a chance to add, so my shares, I've only got one out left. I don't want to add here, but I want to see a bit of a retracement, possibly into about 5.5. Now, I may not get that. So long as the current candle holds the prior bar low, I'm still of the opinion that we're trending to the high side. You know, whether or not we see 10, quick as you like, but that's what I'm looking. Get it, Tisha. I see you, Tisha. She says it's too extended. I agree. But you know how I feel about these, Tish, right? Especially when you get that decisive 5 clearing, in the same way that if you got a decisive 10 clearing, I start thinking add City. But you know exactly where to add has always been my problem. I struggle with adding into winning positions. Just that's something I'm not good at. So continuing to watch here, bit of a drop. Here comes that 5.5. Now, having gotten in at 35, if it comes into the half, that's a perfect area for me to add because I'll just stop out below my entry at 535. That's exactly what I'm going to do. And we're going to go ahead and sit here. We're going to sit at 555s, right? Just a kind of a random area. Let's see if we can pick up 555s. And then below 535 ends the trade. Probably I'll put it at a $0.25, like 524, something like that, just so that it makes sense to have an out there, not a random area that you like that the market doesn't care about. Continuing to watch this drop. It looks like there's buyers in the high 60s, low 70s, because I'm not seeing an aggressive drop. into my 555. So current bar low, 564. Here we are again, above 6. Yeah, so I don't know how to square this circle, Joey. I don't want to chase after it, man. What's up?
Nothing. I was just thinking, I don't agree with much probably 90% of the things that Kanye West says, but I remember he was doing this spiel where he's like, we use artificial light and air conditioning when essentially it's all provided, because I'm not even gonna lie, I'm sitting over here and I'm shivering. It's cold. Like, we got the AC on.
Don't set me up, bro. Don't set me up with material,
I'm legit cold, man.
He's cold. You know what I brought in my bag today? I got it on Saturday.
What?
An air conditioner, a portable handheld air conditioning fan from Amazon. It has cool mode and fan mode. You're not gonna catch your boy sweating ever in this humidity outside.
Bro, you're tripping, man.
Yeah, man. I won humidity. I beat humidity.
Yeah, you beat. Yeah, it's officially. Look, we got our stream deck back here.
Get it,
Katina, man. I'm with Sharif here now. SUNE, Sharif, that trend line we did break down there. So we're gonna look for some momentum. Smack Talk right here, SMTK.
Okay.
That one's not really doing anything. Smart Chem on that one. INHD. What are we up here? I know we don't want to talk about this. I'm not chasing it. Taylor Badley's just telling me to keep buying this thing. Dude, I can't chase it all the way up here. We got to wait for that next. But what's Riot up to? Riot.
What is it up to, Joey?
Not doing too much. $1 or something. Maybe we get
$1?
a breakout. Yeah, we got to stick with everything that has $1 million. ENHA continuing to climb higher. I'm going to avoid some of the tech names right now. We're going to get out of Facebook, though, just because it's starting to come back in. So, bang, we're all out of that one. It did work for us, but we didn't capture all of what we wanted to. But CYPH, just rolling through the scan here, and then MPT. What's that? MPC is what I was looking for there, and then Galaxy. So, Galaxy after Galaxy Digital there, Sharif. Did you see this bad boy?
Yes, I did. I've got it up here, Joey.
Yeah, $30.44. So we're gonna be patient and wait for some momentum style play. What I was going to look for in Sun Nation Energy, we're not getting it because you can see that we had that aggressive breakdown, and at that point, I don't think you'll have that strong of a rebound on that one. You can see that we come back to the break even here on FBL. It worked out for us, but we do get stopped out on both times, the majority of our shares there.
Okay, so above 6, but there's resistance at around the bar high of 1110, which is 640. Current bar high, 638. So that topping tail candle into 694, currently not acting as the local area support. It's actually gauging, or it's basing its area resistance on the 1110 candle. As I mentioned, 641, 1110 candle high. Current bar high, which is the 1120 candle, 638. I'm waiting at around 55. I get into 55, I stop out below $0.25 for less shares. Here it comes again. Into 88, watching the descent on this one. This is a couple of low bars. I don't know if I want this anymore. This is not the one. I'm out. I canceled the order. I canceled the order, and here it comes. Just watching here. So lower low, lower high. I'm not a fan of this candle setup here, but it did defend 50 pennies. Into 80s it goes. I'm continuing to watch here. Let's see what it does. Yeah, this is a 2-candle red setup at the moment, so I don't need to be quick with this. By the way, shout out to my man, Adam James Abroad. He's dropping 2 in the chat, and I love he's got the right idea here. If we break 750, he says, we're going to 10, then maybe $20 gaps. More in agreement, I could not be with you, Adam. Like, you know, and I always say this just so that, you know, people don't pick and choose the words that they want to focus on. When I say $10, I mean the $10 area. That could mean 988, that could mean 982, that could mean 1055. Okay, I'm talking about an area. Look at the volatility on this thing. I'm not going to be able to call it to the penny. That's crazy. But generally, when we do clear the $5 level, we clear the $10 level, we're typically looking at the next level, and this is an immediate retracement. So continuing to watch this, INHD dilly-dally here at $6, a little above, a little bit below. This is the consolidation component, pardon me, of a bull flag. What's up?
It's Juan Soto back there.
Oh, yeah, 11:30, I didn't know. Nobody told me. Wouldn't be surprised about that. Nobody tells me anything around here. In any event, 605, 606. We're looking for this one to hold, and then we're going to look to take some more over here. D1 Who Live 231, $2 super chat. Thank you very much. It's a me, Mario, Nintendo on the up and up. All right, cool, man. Does Nintendo even have a North American ticker? What is it, Joey?
I don't even know, but it should be N64. But
Oh.
implement numbers. Yeah, I do believe, I believe they take the lead here, once again anyways, go up 3-1 in this series, but it's been an absolute fantastic one. Let's head over to our watch list. Guys, we were long DRAM, and I'm literally kicking myself right now just due to the fact that I didn't buy it at 59.27 when we should have, because look what's going on with this trend. It's just every dip gets bought up, all right? Like, it's just like, oh my God, and off to the races we go with DRAM. It's crazy because I decided to buy a little NASA. Don't worry, we're gonna be grabbing some more stuff, I mean, throughout the month, right? It's just like boom, 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 boom. We just add a little bit more, we buy the
Did you request BP?
No, I would. Did you?
No, did you request BP?
Did you?
I'm going to today.
But I'm going to, yeah. We
I
can
was
get
just
that. We
asking,
can get. I'm going to, yeah. We can get that set up for.
Nice. We're talking about the SpaceX IPO.
Yeah,
Both
exactly.
Joey and I are gonna get little BP.
But there's a lot of mixed. Even Katina Man's having a little bit of mixed feelings on this. That they think it might just be a liquidity grab for some of the larger boys to get out.
I wouldn't be surprised. It's not the first time I've been hearing that. You know what I mean? But
yeah. But I'm gonna say, hey, listen, man. It is what it is. If you're gonna swing at anything, it's like having a 3-0 count.
Exactly.
You may as well. You have that free swing. Listen, 5% of the float, I believe, is what's being released, Sharif. 3 or 5% or something along those lines. That is such a small amount.
We talked about it. Remember?
Yeah. So imagine, like, you have just a bunch of people who are looking to get involved that aren't getting that.
Don't forget though
marker.
that Elon and crew are prohibited from selling for 366 days, right?
Exactly. So they have that lockout period where they can't sell anything. So what is it? It's going to be a lot of retail individuals looking to get involved with SpaceX right out of the gate.
Yep. Watching here, INHD looking for a possible breakout now. So now we're towards the higher end of the range. We're about to take out the $0.50 here. So I'm watching intently for a squeeze into 7. Here are the buyers at 7.45. Let's go. Let's see if we can kind of let this one rip up. We got a way higher cost basis now that we've taken out the prior area high. So let's see if we can kind of mosey on up and take out the $0.50 decisively. The answer to that currently is no. So let me just throw out some orders there for this one. Let's see if we can trigger some orders. My attempt at the breakout trade is not going as planned, and I cannot give this to below 6. I just can't. So let's go ahead and go just like that, and we will stop out if it does lose 6. Again, selling here, aggressive defending by the shorts of the $6.50 area. So we will give back if this loses 6. Looking for that continuation back into 7, 694 high, current bar high, 667. So 2/3 on the dollar. We're at a third right now. So I'm out of the money here. And here comes 6. Oh, poop. Let's see if it holds up at 6. Because below 6, I'm out. It's really that simple. I'm not going to DCA into an oblivion and then get caught hard. Multiple topping tail candles, though, in and around that 6.25 to 6.5. So we know the shorts are earmarking this area here with an aggressive seller now. Could be profit takers, right? As Adam was telling Joey at $2 and $3, this is probably one you should be looking at. So we're zigging and zagging here at the $0.25. We hold up 6. I ride it into the highs. If we don't, I stop out, and then we'll set up again. But guys, guess what? You know what happens at 11:30, Joey, in the market?
What happens, my boy?
I don't know. We used to have a trade on the floor called the what? At 11:30.
Yeah.
What was it called, Joey?
The Euro close, man.
What was it called?
Euro close.
The Euro. So we're about to
close.
do some Euro right now with Juan and Adara.
Indeed, we're excited to have Juan here on the show to take us through the Euro close because we are about 2 minutes away from said Euro close. So just to start off, what tickers should people be looking for as we head into this close?
Thank you so much, Adara. Hi there, guys. So here's a little bit of a recap of what happened today in the European markets. First ticker up top is Stocks Europe 600. It was up by 0.2%, staged a massive recovery, erasing a 0.9% drop to finish completely flat, which is a good sign. Up next, over in Germany, they were down by about 0.16%. They clawed back from a very steep 1.3% hole. So the automotive and also the domestic industrials, they did stabilize over the day. In France, the CAC 40 down by 0.29%. It lifted off its worst daily marks, though luxury and tech weights kept it mildly in the red today. Over in the UK, the FTSE 100 fought right back to the flat line. and they were only down by 0.05%, while the Zero Stocks 50 futures was only down, they were up by 0.07%, and they flipped marginally green into the late session, stabilizing into the close. So some of the talking points out of the region today, quite cautious across Europe. The main driver, of course, still the same, geopolitical stress throughout the entire day as it keeps risk appetite in check. Oil also pushing higher, of course, from that geopolitical stress, and energy stocks getting a tailwind, while tech is still acting like a weak spot, of course, copycat of the US markets today. And traders will be watching out for the ECB prints later on this week, and they're leaning toward another 25 basis points.
It's interesting. You've got ECB this week, and then, of course, next week you're going to be getting that U.S. rate decision. Thank you so much for being here with us to cover that European close. Juan, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Adira.
Do you know what a natural means?
Yeah, I was honestly thinking that. You know what that deserves?
The dude's a natural. The dude's a natural. Unbelievable,
bro.
That's the first time you're on camera, man. Like, that was ridiculous.
I don't know.
Yeah, just very calm and composed, speaking very clearly. Fantastic, Juan, man. That's of a man.
I
didn't expect that.
The demeanor and everything, the presentation was of a man who's done it before.
Yeah, he's done it before.
Have you done it before, or?
Yeah, I mean, I was a journalist back home in Malaysia, so...
another piece of the puzzle falls into place. I was like, yo, this guy, who is this guy? Where do we find this guy?
Yeah,
it's
man.
Fantastic one, man.
That was
very, very clear, very eloquent, very pointed in your comments, man. Shout out to you. We're going to have that every day, guys. If you're a European viewer, you got to be hanging around with us at 11:30 if you want to find out how the European markets are acting. Thank you very much to Juan, who, by the way, in case anybody wants to know, is an Arsenal fan, so he's aces in my book, baby. Shout out to Juan. What do you got, Joey? NPT just ripped.
On there. I was going to ask him if he knew who Austin 316 was. But anyways, aside from that, yeah, NPT, Sharif, I don't know. I got to switch everything up. I hit the wrong X, so now I have no side charts, really. I just got to go off of what we have here. MMA.
MMA.
So, yeah. This is Mixed Martial Arts Group here, guys. It's looking not very good whatsoever. I don't know why I got all excited. But anyways, aside from that, it still has 1.9 million shares traded here on the day. But MPT was the play at that high of the day break. 241 now up to 293. That's a really good move there. And then RYET, not doing too much, guys. So it's been a quiet one. I'm not in love with anything tech at this given moment. I believe that NVDA has just been not a good performer, especially coming off of that high. This is the weekly. And then AAPL has been one of the stronger ones. And Meta couldn't get the ball rolling, losing $600 on Friday. So a little bit tougher of a look. Head over to Walmart and see what we got going over there, 119.75. We've just been stalled at this level, but strong on today is starting to form that bull flag. And then we also have JPM at down to 312. We did have a high of 316 earlier today, Sharif. So,
all right, man.
Yeah, man, that's all we got. Are you still looking at MPT?
I'm in it. MPT, no, sorry. I'm in INHD. It's coming back towards that 640 area. It's got a lot of higher lows and a consolidative look. This is not the move for me to get out. Moreover, I didn't stop out through my level, and there it goes. Patience, baby. Into the high. Here we go. Here's 69. Give me my money, man. We're looking for 7 now, Joey. Into 80s. Give me my money, and it is Rip City. Rip City right now. On INHD through 7 it goes. We're taking more prints. We're looking for a bigger move. 728 high. Hasn't cleared 7 decisively enough yet for my liking. There's 7 again. And there's another print. Now we're going to go 725er. Let's see what we get. And then we're going to go 755er. That, of course, is if it holds up above $6, which it's not. That's going to be the end of the trade for me. Right back down. Look at this. Wow, what an out. Man, yeah, what an out, man. What an out. You smell that coming, bro. That rejection of 7, I got the hell out of there. So that all ends up being profitable. Loses $6 into 550 it goes. Wow, that was bamboozling.
You smelt that one a mile away there, my guy.
I did. I felt it. I'm not even like
I'm not joking either. I know.
Big my head up, but I did see that one coming.
I was looking at him, Taylor Batty all morning. He's been asking me if I've been buying this thing. Like, come on, bro. You see the position board. We're not doing that just yet. Aside from that, Sharif, we're going to be looking at this. I would love for MMA to have some volume kick into this bad boy. SDOT has definitely been on the radar, but little bit low on the volume. Oh, Johnny T? Are you
No,
happy with
Miro,
Johnny
is
T?
Sharif's mustache real?
Yeah, man.
What is happening over there, man?
Johnny T, but I could see the resemblance a little bit.
Ooh, I didn't read that one. Let me read
the
it.
emoji.
Johnny T.
No, the emoji that's
See, keeping his shirt. Yeah.
Yeah, what the, yeah, talk smack
Look at
now.
that.
How
Look
about
at
that?
bro. Again, we got a
him
good
outside.
session in this morning, Joey.
Ooh, okay, bye.
Sharif is AI generated. Shut up, bro. It's part of the glasses. Yeah, they come together, guys. These are actually really like prescription glasses too. I just don't wear them
They're
for.
not just for show.
No.
No, you wear those all the time.
Yeah,
I mean, not
man.
like all the time, but more
I
often.
brucked up my black ones. I slept on them. So yeah, I have black ones that I seldomly wear, and well, I'll be wearing them even more seldomly now because they only have one arm.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I have to ditch those ones out. But they're SoFi, guys, 1649, and we're talking about some of the quantum plays here earlier today. After just drinking straight coffee, this espresso was so disgusting. But we're getting not too bad of a look, guys, 2260, and we remember talking about the government funding. I mean, it was hot for a couple of days, and then you give back the majority of that move, and now 2207 is where we're currently trading at, but an inside session right here. So, I mean, it's quiet. If I'm going to find anything, it's more or less going to be in the momentum-style trade. So INHD is going to be on my radar, and then that other name that Sharif was mentioning, we'll pull that up here, NPT. Is something that we're going to have to do. Is just strictly momentum, to be honest with you. And I'm not loving what we have in the NVDAs and the Googles and everything along those lines. It's too much of a grind. I want something that works fast and it works furious, and that's definitely small cap plays.
I gotta tell you, this is like music to my ears.
Fast and Furious?
No, the fact that you're liking small caps.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I like you a little bit more.
I think it would be ignorant of me not to, especially if someone who would classify themselves as a momentum-style trader.
Yeah, and the momentum could come in many different forms, as you know.
Exactly.
Jay, what is this, Scott? Please pull up Jay Chandra Sekhar. You could cast for that position in Super Troopers. What is going on over here, bro? Who is this guy? I don't even know who this guy is, man. Don't even involve me with this guy over here. He's an actor and screenwriter and director. Yeah, and he's also like 15 years older than me. Give me a break, man. Let's go, man. Like, yeah, he's born in the 60s, Joey.
Man.
All right, here we go again. INHD didn't fail. It went down to 550, but it's still holding trend. So aside from that, lower low that we did with that candle that closed with equidistant upper and lower wicks, we're still holding trend. If you're looking at the closing prints, I mean, this is kind of what I'm looking at here. So INHD, I don't think it's done yet. And so I may work my way back into this one. And I want to make this point also. For those who are deliberating, getting in here, the move from 7 or 8 to 10 could be insanely swift and insanely fast. You may not get the time to kind of go through that regular decision making. It can rip through these levels. Really, and I do mean that. It could be like 1 5-minute candle, perhaps even 2. So do think about that. INHD, I have a bias that this one is going to 10. And here we go again, working our way back into 7. $7 area resistance, obviously, with a 728 intraday high. Current bar low, just to give you an idea, 629. Prior bar low is the one that failed, so it's all the way at 556. If you get in, you could give it to 629, 630, in and around that area. I'm going to get in here for small share size with a view to adding on the dips. Now, that poses a problem for me. If it goes directly without me, then I have a small position like the same problem that I had initially, because I did get into a small position. Here comes 7 again. While we watch that one, let me send you to Adira because she's got news.
Keep an eye here on TKO. This is, of course, TKO Group. Not a lot of volume on this. We're talking under 300,000 shares, but just be aware here, seeing reports from a reporter by the name of Scott McFarlane saying that apparently there is a court hearing that could be happening on Thursday in Washington, D.C. as part of the last-minute lawsuit that seeks to halt the UFC event this weekend. Now, apparently nothing's been scheduled yet, but the White House is very likely to respond to this tomorrow. If I get any more details, I'll let you know. Back to you.
Yep. All right, there it goes. Joey, we got it. Into 740. There it goes again. It's Rip City. We got 683 on with the ad. Here's 775 high, 750 showing up. Here we go again. This could be an aggressive move. Watch out, guys. Now, if we get through 8 pretty aggressively. We could see 10 quite quickly. Look for the $7 move. There's a $0.5 seller here that we can't shake. Into the 60s we go. We shake them. Let's go ahead and wait at 788. And then we're going to wait at 795 for the next one. There goes 82, 89. There's the print into 89. Here comes $8 again. It's a 790 high, so we're not going to get the print because we're waiting at 79. And then I'm going to put an order above 8 as a liquidity tester. Okay. Okay. Love it. This guy, bro. He's like, yeah. Don't worry, bro. I got it. All right. 792. I know, right? 792 area high. We put an order north side of 8, 808. And 795. Those are the next prints. There's a seller here of note in the high 80s, low 90s that we can't shake locally. So be on the lookout here for a possible reversion. 93, and there it goes. Joseph options through all the levels. It is an 817 high. We got 674 on this one, and here we go again. Here comes $10 in my submission.
All right, man, good stuff. Calling Cena pound for pound is crazy work. Anyways, we got the TKO holdings. We're looking at that.
My money,
It's going to $8.32. Adam James abroad calling that one out bright and early this morning, saying, Joe, get involved with this bad boy. Hey, man. I'm still trying to navigate these things because I would like to see some more consolidations, but it doesn't matter what I'm looking for. These things just continue to rip. With that being said, let's head over to NFP or NFT, whatever it is, whatever that one's called. There.
Limit up 879. Limit up 879.
It's going to go there. 879. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay. So
yes,
there
sir.
it is. Bang. It's going to halt here momentarily, probably unless it's going to be a false halt. So another move. Hopefully everyone in the chat had the ability to take advantage of this one. We did not, but that's why we go back over to our scan and see what we got going on here on NPT. Where are you? Where are you doing? What are you doing right now? 22 million shares. I do like this for an additional attempt here. That high of the day break was the play, and now we're halted at 879 on this bad boy. Man, oh man, what a big time run. These things, like
Joey, can I say one thing? When one halts, you gotta keep an eye on NPT because NPT could rip.
So they just rotate. So it's like, oh hey, we got to get our fix.
Yeah,
this is halted. I got 5 minutes to do absolutely nothing, and then you head
ripping,
over
Joey.
into NPT. There it goes. Oh, we're gonna play the high of the day break on this bad boy here. NPT. Get that garbage out of here. What's up, Tiffany? I hope you had a good weekend.
Poor girl. She's like walking. She's like, what's going on? You shocked her there.
That's all right, man. She get used to it. That's for sure. That's how we rock and roll, Sharif. We're going to wait for this momentum style play. There it goes on NPT. We're involved in this bad boy for the HOD break. Can we crack $3?
Oh,
there it goes. We're in that.
Oh.
Let's go.
Get it, Joey.
Yes, sir. Let's go NPT. Let me pull it up on our charts. We got to get prepared to get out of it as well, too. Hope Assassino had a good weekend as well. Everybody over there on the production team. I haven't seen Fabian this morning. I know Ramin's in the building. So shout out to everyone. Uh-oh. It's right as we're starting to fail. There's 10 cents just like that. There it is, Sharif. A little bit more, man. Oh, I love these things. This is insane.
You listening to your friend over here? Who's watching it? This transformation in real time before your eyes, right here.
Look what you did to me. You got me addicted to caffeine and these freaking small cap things. So yeah, what good friend you are, getting me on all of this stuff.
Bro, I never offered you a coffee once.
Yeah, but you would just steady.
I just bring them. But you know what? I only have 2 a day, right? That there's that 6:30 coffee when I'm here bright and early, and then there's the let's call it the 10:45 coffee when I sit down for the midday.
Yeah,
right?
well, I mean,
that's it.
Joe's a changed man. There it goes.
I'm happy for you, brother. That is the move,
man.
I tried to tell y'all, man.
You tried telling me. Yeah. You guys tried telling me it's NPT, the high of the day break. Man, I love this thing, man. I love these small cap names. We're in at 295. We should have kept some more shares. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Because we took our first out on like pennies on the dollar. Joey Turbo. I know, man. I'm 2 espressos deep.
Turbo's good.
I'm 2 espressos deep and about 3 coffees. So you know me, but watch it. The complete inverse comes. I crash like a dog who's just been running around for quite some time.
Yeah. Well, okay. I'm not gonna call you a dog, but we got on some new supplements yesterday, Joey.
What did you get on?
All like herbal stuff from Shoppers Drug Mart. So let's go through that. 400 milligrams of magnesium.
Yeah.
So
isn't that supposed to put you to sleep?
Yes, but it's also good for if you do excessive training because a lot of the sweat, you lose a lot of magnesium. So I'm doing magnesium glycinate, 400 milligrams.
Yeah.
I'm also doing 5,000 IUs of vitamin D3 early in the morning at around 6:30 a.m. with K2. I'm also taking a B complex. I'm taking zincs, and now I'm going to have a serving of electrolytes after every session.
Man.
Yeah. So we're going to do it live. What's the? Give me 1 sec.
Yeah,
so,
give us the electrolytes
guys, I want to.
You gotta hop on MPT, my boy.
That's exactly what I was going to do. So I've got it on the next screen over here. It's a 358 high. Yeah, creatine. I'm already doing creatine, Rathmite, in addition to branched chain amino acids. Those were just regular. But I'm losing weight now, and lethargy is starting to rear its ugly head. Lethargy or whatever, however you want to pronounce it. So this was what Claude told me, like after inputting all my details about what I work, what I do, my day, my caloric expenditure, my caloric intake, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That's what Claude suggested. So we're going to do it live on that. So I've heard the same thing, Roulette. People say BCAAs are useless. I've heard the same argument. I feel like I recover a lot quicker when I take branched chain amino acids, especially with like muscular pain from strength training. I find that I don't get post workout, pain. Good pain, like muscular pain. So I just take it. But I've heard the same argument as you, brother. I mean, I heard some people do that. They say it's absolute trash. So I'm continuing to watch here, NPT, because we're at that critical level, right? 3.5. We always talk about the $0.5 and whole dollar here, and we definitely need to keep a close eye on this. Sorry, I didn't answer the earlier super chats. I do apologize here. Let me just go to fan funding. Let's bring it in, see what we're going on. These ones came in first, Assassino. I don't even see them. Hold on, INHD's open, and we're dropping here. So we've got 674 on. Here comes 8. Sorry, I'll just get to those supers in 1 second here. We need current bar low 750. Current bar low 750. We're losing 750. Here comes 7. I've got 74s on. I've literally got 1 out left. So I don't want to take it out unless I'm absolutely stopped out. Into my entry. Here we are about $1 above my entry again. So the decision is, do I add into this position? Because I have a bias. We're going to 10. It's just about where you get in, right? So that you're not forced to DCA and you have your back on the ropes over here. Here comes Joey. 822 high. It's an 875 high on the day, but the current bar high is why does it tell me 879? That's inaccurate. Here comes again, looking for 850. Above 850 we go. And the move now from, say, 850 or 9 into 10 could be super swift. So continue to watch here. Look to the bid. See who's stepping in to support you. And there goes 9. 920. This is going to rip into 10, man. Here comes 925. 935 now. Probably 950 moments later. I'm ending the trade here. There it goes. We're going to take it there. We're going to see exactly what we can get, perhaps a drop down. Now, the candle range here is insane. It's a 729 low and a 934 high. You have a $2 range on this current 5-minute candle. Prior bar low, just so you're aware, is 792. So if you want to base it on prior bar low, despite the fact that the current candle did breach it, you can think about that as well, as buyers may be stepping in there. So continuing to watch INHD and watching NPT. While we tell you about that, Adair is going to tell you about this.
Tonight here on USO in the Market, N12 News reporting that President Donald Trump of the U.S. told Netanyahu, Prime Minister of Israel, that he believes that the U.S. and Iran are nearing a final agreement on a framework that could enable the parties to end the conflict or come to a negotiating table here towards an agreement. So again, more signs that we could potentially be nearing an end to the U.S.-Iran-Israel conflict. If I get more details, I'll let you know. Back to you.
I think interesting. Some of the information leaked about the framework that they're setting up on the weekend, Joey. And it's like they want to set up sort of a framework that they have checks on the nuclear material specifically, and then there would be like different stages of this process. So like there would be also a neutral observer, however neutral one can get in a conflict like this to be, practically speaking.
And who would that be?
And the framework seems a little long-winded, though. And I think it's done on purpose So it keeps you like in a permanent state of ambivalence, right? Where you don't really know, like you're trying to basically, you're trying to, your enemy, obviously, you don't want to show your hand. And that's what they're trying to say. They're saying it's going to be like this prolonged ceasefire, this prolonged process to kind of get all the nitty gritty. I don't know, man. It seems to me like it might be a bit of a tough one.
Team America World Police, man.
Hey?
I said Team America World Police.
Yeah, I don't think they want to be the world police anymore. Well, according to President Trump, but he's obviously doing some stuff here that perhaps may make you think differently.
You hear what? So I think what I do know is that Sunwing and a couple other Canadian airlines have canceled all flights indefinitely to Cuba.
Oh, that was from like January, brother.
But now it's indefinite. No,
indefinite.
They suspended it.
Yeah.
So these guys are having a major energy crisis. Considering, right?
Yeah, well, right? Exactly. Brother, shrimp in it, Pat. Sorry, I qualified my statement there, right? I said President Trump didn't want to have, the United States as a world police, but his actions dictate otherwise.
Yeah,
and that's kind of exactly what I was trying to say there. So
there goes.
I do realize he did start a war.
Big time. Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, he's already tempted, like going into Cuba and everything along those lines. There it is, Sharif. Another big time high of the day break on MPT. Would love to be holding a little bit more shares on this, but I'm not. So you have to accept it for what it is. Another move, 185% on MPT, as it didn't break down that $3.20 marker and then just rips another 40 cents relatively quick. You have to be cautious. I don't even know what I'm telling you guys about this stuff. I'm just here to trade the momentum. But what I've learned and what Sharif has taught me over the time here within these small caps, you can get a rug pull and this thing can drop $1 quicker than you can. Then you can even get the words out of your mouth. So a nice little uptick. We're going to probably hit 200% here momentarily on NPT.
Isn't that beautiful though, man? And can I say something? 386, I start thinking 5 immediately. I start thinking 5.
You think
how it gets to 5?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not in a straight line, right? But I start thinking 5 right away. Topping till into 387. I want to join Joey here in NPT. How I maneuver in is really going to be the question here. I'm thinking somewhere around. Now it already gave you 3. Right? Look at that move back down into 3. 3 was obvious area resistance. You can clear that. You can clearly see it on the 1. Maximizing this for you guys so you can see it. $3 area resistance rips up into 360, comes back in, low of the candle, 305, 306. That's as good as 3 to me. And then rips right back up into the high of the day. I'm talking 387. As Joey mentioned, knocking the door at 200%, 195 and change. We all get it. We have 4 in our purview. We're looking for 5, and there it goes, Joseph, into 394, 98. This one's on its horse. It's likely to see 5 pretty soon here. We're going to have to figure out a way to get into this. Current bar low is what it opened up at, Joey. 343 bar low, 398 bar high. Prior bar low, 306. So we're obviously getting a little extended here, but that's what these ones do. Do not look at them from the lens of large caps. These are small caps. You need to view them from that lens. And when viewed from that lens, it's not as extended as one has seen in the past. So going to keep my eye out on this one, looking for an entry, Joey.
All right, man, good stuff. Yeah, we hit the $1 on this bad boy, which is pretty good, man. It's a lot of fun on this stuff. So we tapped into 200% there momentarily and then came off of that $4 marker. I mean, I have nothing left, man, like 5% of what I have my original position. So I'll just remove that. If we do happen to head into $4.20, 420, we'll take that off.
420,
yeah,
Joey?
Man, 420, man.
That's okay.
Yeah, boy, do I got a story for you. Getting addicted to on these small caps. I mean, listen, I think it's ignorant from someone who, like myself, likes momentum and likes it when things happen relatively quick. This is exactly that. Sharif said it last week. It's either breakout or bailout, and that's my style. Like, let's rock and roll, let's rumble.
I wonder who says
and if
that.
we're gonna go CR. CR said that. I mean, like, if we're gonna do something, like, let's do it quick, and then boom, there it is, $4.20 roughly, 215%. There it is, Sharif.
It's going to 5, Joey.
There it is. We're going to. Okay, you're telling me it's going to 5. Then we're going to diamond hands this to $5.
No.
423. Your boy is still in this. Adam James, are you in this? Oh, 4.
I told you, 439.
Okay, no, that was
Get it, Joey.
That was it. We'll get all out of that one there. I would have loved to to have a little bit more shares, but it is what it is. We'll take it for what it is, and bang, nice move in MPT. Sharif, I'm learning something new every day. You're talking about, hey, watch out when one halts, you see a rotation into another one that's hot. I love that because that's exactly what happened here. That's almost textbook. And it's good from people who've been trading them significantly longer. You learn these little things. That's really key because I never would have decided to look at MPT for a high of the day break if Sharif hadn't mentioned that.
It's just like something you notice, right?
Yeah,
shout out to who was that in the chat?
That?
I was trying to tell him, grateful for Bitcoin. Sharif, learned a lot watching you trade small cap gap. We're still too wimpy to day trade. And I responded to him, first of all, you're not wimpy, don't call yourself that. Number two, start small. It's the same mechanics. Whether you're trading, well, you know, the liquidity becomes an issue, right? Later, if you're trading thousands and thousands of shares, but until you get to that level, the mechanics are going to be the same. Whether you're trading 15 or you're trading 150, you're likely not going to have an issue at all with liquidity on these. This thing's done 44 million shares, man, and the volume just started coming in. Like, just to give you an example, grateful for Bitcoin, the prior bar, the one we just closed at 1150, did 3.7 million shares. You're going to have ample liquidity to get in and get out. And the stops, right? That's kind of the only thing here that I really need to caveat. Trading between some of the large caps or even mid caps and some of these small caps. The stops, okay, I might have to get in here.
MP?
Let me think about this one. The stops are going to be a little bit different, and the reason is because it can turn on you in a heartbeat, right? And it can blow through your level. That's the thing. So I'm in here on MPT. I'm giving this the current bar low 343. Let's go 338. 330 at the worst, so we've got 77s. Let's go ahead and set up something at 95, and then I'm going to wait at 415 as well, and then 433. And this is all predicated upon it holding prior bar low. If it doesn't, I'm out. It's simple as that. So the spreads on this one, while they can be very good, they can be 1 penny, 2 pennies for the entirety of the day. When a big order comes in and takes out all those levels, it will blow through your stop, right? And that's what you need to concern yourselves with. Here we go again. Into 4, Joey. 377. We're looking for the quarter dollar here, Assassino. We're looking for that bigger move up, and there it goes into the quarter dollar. We got a couple of beak wetters here, and nothing changes. We stop out below 350, 77's on, looking for a bigger move to take out the high of the day into 439. So by definition, I'm gonna go ahead and put 455, see if we can get that. Adam James abroad.
My guy.
$4 is huge resistance on MPT weekly. Yes, in it. He's doing. Have you ever seen like how the British say
in it?
Yeah, in it. Because you were wise to it immediately. Yeah.
Because I'm all about that British slang, man. I love how everything just ends in a question.
I love it.
Like, didn't I?
Yeah. And like when they say hello, it's like, you all right?
You're all right.
Right? It's like when I was there, it's like it throws you as a Canadian because that's not how we say hello here, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, in the beginning, obviously, like the first week or so, it's like, yeah, I'm fine. What's going on?
We're good.
Why are you asking?
Yeah, no, that's a very valid point here. Isaac, I don't know,
Dan McIsaac.
Dan McIsaac. Yeah, very valid point, right? Like if you don't have a platform that allows you to trade this momentum and like direct access, you're going to get into a world of trouble because a second delay can just change everything, regardless if you're trading small caps or even large cap. If you have everything, like if you have a platform that's like a couple of seconds behind, then it's just disastrous. You're working at a disadvantage. So market latency is huge and extremely important. Direct access platforms are what you need. Now, I mean, we've just been too busy here rocking and rolling with these small cap names. INHD coming off the highs there, guys. SUNE, what has that been up to? Nothing. Now we got to look for that next big time roller here, Sharif. And I'm not seeing anything that's really setting up. I'll let you call a couple of things.
ENHA, check it out. ENHA, it's Rip City. I just can't, I have to finish this MPT trade.
Yeah.
But I'm watching it. ENHA, it's going, Joey.
It's going on. I trust you, man. Oh, there it is. ENHA. Yeah. Oh, it's going. All right. Okay, so we got some halt. It's been halting like a madman, it looks like, too, though, Sharif. So we got to wait for a pullback, and then maybe we can play an additional high of the day break on that bad boy. But listen, this is the style of momentum that we're looking to get involved with. Would I have liked more shares? Absolutely. But boom, off to the races from 295 all the way up to 430. We take that trade. MPT starting to come back in a little bit here, Sharif. but we're going to hold on to this and see what we got going on. We're all out of it, and we're going to be patient and allow that next opportunity to fall onto our lap. Maybe ENHA halts all the way up here at 373, and then we rotate back into INHD, and we can get that party started without any question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Did you see clips of the enhanced games online? It's like the dudes who were juiced up versus dudes who were natural. Have you, Fabian? The roid, okay, Fabian in my ear said, like, he always said the roid Olympics would be hilarious. But Fabian, I wasn't expecting the natural people to outperform the enhanced. Like, that was completely counterintuitive.
Really, eh?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
In like what? In like what kind of events were they
It was
doing?
like all the different types of events, kind of. It's just, I can show you.
T-ball.
Yeah.
T-ball.
It was hilarious.
Yo, dude, let me tell you something about this FIFA World Cup going on here in this city.
What's wrong,
so
Joey?
Across
Tread
the
carefully
street,
here, though.
yeah, that's all right, man. Hey, man, I'll tread wherever in the shark. I'll gladly go in the shark waters, my friend. No, in all seriousness, so across the street from my house, under the Gardner, they have that park. I seen them like building like some form of a store.
That's the FIFA thing.
Yeah, but it's not going to be ready until July 11th.
Halt down NPT.
It's not going to be ready till July. Isn't the World Cup going to be over by then?
Bro, the first game is, and the first Toronto game is Friday.
Yeah, and this isn't going to be ready until July. So you spent all this money. It's not going to be ready.
How the hell is that even possible?
I don't know, man.
Are you serious?
Yeah. It's just like halfway through July. There's like signs about it everywhere. So they spent $1 billion, but yet they're building this stuff too late. And then they shut down the park that I bring my dog to and get to run around with. So now I can't even go down there. I have to go farther.
What is happening?
And that's why I had some choice words.
Well, I don't blame you, obviously. Your boy Joey Options also lives in the area that's going to be most affected by the World Cup.
Yeah.
And they're going to make Joey Options' neighborhood there local access only. So I was asking him this morning, like, how are they going to enforce that? And they're getting passes and stuff. Yeah. So any residents can actually get in and get out and verify that they live there, which is interesting because not going through Liberty Village is going to create a bottleneck in and of itself.
That's what That's right? Immediately what I said. Even if you go in through Liberty Village, Brendo's not going to be able to hit Altia for quite some time. And Ron is going to be really messed up for
5 a.m. Yeah, he's fine.
It doesn't matter. Listen, you're going to have all the hooligans ready to go bright and early partying over there.
Can't blame them, man. Yeah, I mean, you got to get your sessions in quick. All right, guys. Halt down, NPT. Halt down, halt 303, time 12 minutes and 15 seconds. So we're going to keep an eye out on INHD, but I really want to draw your attention to the one that's actually making the current move, ENHA. 375 high, showing 368. And look at the volume, bottom right of your screen. See how it's an ascending volume profile, meaning that the volume bars are getting bigger and bigger. That means that you have price action volume convergence. Typically, we're pointing out price action volume divergence. You're not getting that here. Watch out for divergence, though, because divergence could sometimes be the key to when the price is a little toppy. But you needn't and you shouldn't forget about INHD because it's making another move here. However, I need to bring your attention to these lower highs. So don't, look at everything with, don't be myopic in your vision over here. We've got a lot more going on, but it is now past 12 o'clock, so we're going to send you up to Adara for the Happening Now segment.
Take a look here at S&P 500. This one just kind of continuing to stair step to the upside, shall we say, from that low that we had on Friday and also even from our intraday low earlier today. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ, looking pretty similar, if maybe a bit stronger compared to the S&P 500. USO also above its Friday's lows, but well above its gap up highs as we continue to see a lot of confusion as to whether or not we have some kind of ceasefire agreement with the US, Israel, and Iran. Let's talk here about Apple. AAPL and its WWDC event going to be on watch that starts in about 57 minutes. It'll be at 12:03. Currently it's 12:03 p.m., so at around 1 p.m. Eastern, we're going to get the start of that WWDC event. iOS updates are expected. We're also expecting hopefully some announcements with regards to its Siri integration. This is going to be the last WWDC keynote under the leadership of Tim Cook. And as you can see, of the last 16 WWDC days, we were red on 13 of them. So very rarely is this a green day for AAPL. We'll have to wait and see. Apple currently up by 2% of the day for whatever that's worth. Also, SpaceX, I'm just seeing apparently this IPO is well oversubscribed. We have a couple more days until this hits. But again, guys, largest IPO ever we're expecting here with going to value the company at $1.75, $1.8 trillion. It's going to be on Friday, June 12th. Definitely an event to keep an eye out here for all week. In the meantime, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and we'll send you back over to the guys.
So if you're an Apple, follower, fan, investor, whatever, and you happen to, know a little bit about the company, you already know exactly kind of what to expect from Siri. So Siri is no longer going to go like this, where it flashes and does the little rainbow ring. It's not going to be like that anymore, Joey. It's going to live in the dynamic island, and Siri will trigger from up here. And so it's going to be conversational much in the same way that you're conversational with chat. And it's also going to have its own standalone app where every conversation you've had with it, much like chat, much like all the other LLMs, is going to be saved that you can go in and, have follow-up dialogue with. It's going to look a little different. So my understanding from the leaked, videos or UI of the new Siri, NPT is open, is it's going to be rectangular, so not, or kind of boxy, like little rectangles instead of just being horizontal line items. That's it. And then also, it's going to be, it's actually pretty good from what people are saying because it's based on Gemini. So the default is going to be based on Gemini. It's also situationally aware. And this is all stuff that they're probably going to talk about, but this is all stuff that leaked already. It's situationally aware. So if you're in a text message screen and Joey sent me, for example, a suggestion about something, it will understand that context. It will understand that Joseph just recommended something and will give me suggestions to further whatever the situation calls for, whether to make a reservation at that restaurant if you sent me a restaurant, whether to, to look at the reviews of it or whatever the situation is. So it's going to be pretty good if you believe some of the reports, but obviously, getting it on the beta. And that I'm part of the beta program, so I will get that early. I will have iOS 27 before it's released in September with the new iPhone list. That's a look there. All right, we got VinFast, right? So let's go ahead here. Huge shout out to VinFast for sponsoring today's video. They just announced a massive partnership with AutoBrains as well as NVIDIA to bring level 4 agentic AI autonomous driving to life. We're talking next-gen intelligent tech that's completely redefining how we hit the road. If you want to see what the actual future of driving looks like, click the link in my description and check out VinFast today. So that's what I'm going to look at for there. So yeah, that's the situation. So I'm part of the beta program. So we're going to find out. I think it's going to be the second week of June, if you believe some of the reports that they'll make the beta available to people who are part of the beta program. And so I'm going to obviously install that quick as you like, and I'll give you an honest analysis of how Siri is, not relative to how Siri was, but relative to the frontier models that we have, because I think that that's the standard upon which it should be tested. It should be compared. I don't care what it was doing before. It was like 2010, 2011 technology. That's not the standard that we should be, looking for. So I'm pumped for this. I think it's possibly the right move. A lot of the analysts who are super critical online about this are now kind of, some of them are believers. So let's see if this works out.
Believers? Yeah, that would, I think it's really important. Man, oh man, I hate having to redo this all the time. Aside from that, guys, like we got our eyes on some of the small cap names, as we mentioned, INHD, SUNE. I would like that to come up, but I mean, it is what it is.
Like the blue chew crate.
Excuse me. And then ABAT, what's ABAT up to? No, nothing really. I'm not in love with anything, guys. We're gonna head over to the large cap. That's the cool thing now. We just go back and forth. We'll head over to our watch list as well too, and see what we have going on in the top names. NVDA up to 208. It hasn't done anything really today here. You're up 2%. I mean, considering you fell 6% on Friday. Goggles, how have you been doing? You're at the low. I'm gonna be buying this name without any question on the weekly. You get some form of a pullback. I think 340 would be a reasonable price to slowly start grabbing some. And then AMD is still hovering, up 5% on the day. Not bad whatsoever. And then Broadcom, one of the mags that, I don't know if it's a mag 7, but one of the $1 trillion names that got hit pretty heavy from $500, Sharif, all the way down to 396. So it's lost a couple, it's in bear market territory, down 21%. Right? So, I mean, where's that next level that you're going to look for some form of support? 355 maybe? That's still a hefty move from where we're currently trading. Totally fine. And the Nebius group here, how have you been doing? 278 down to 225. So we're starting to head into some territory in which we've seen before. Look what happened, right? Like we're talking, oh no, the sky was partially falling, down 21% was Goggles in the month of February into March, and then it just goes absolutely insane and almost doubles a little bit, not almost, but relatively close, 70%, right, or 50%. Now you're starting to fall back into that neck of the woods. It's the exact same thing here with the NASDAQ. So you head into the NASDAQ, what was our previous pullback? 12%, right, 13%. Now we're down about where we're currently trading at, 4, still a ways to go, but look where that brings us to.
Where?
That's going to bring us roughly 15%. You get this previous high. And I think that's such a justifiable area to get involved with and trade off of or even invest. I'm not going to be buying up here because need I go back into the history book, Sharif, and just go, look at this. Is this a coincidence? I don't think so. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Every big time pop, like you can see that they almost come to previous pivots and then they bounce. And this is the NASDAQ. Now we're going all the way back into 2020. That's not bad whatsoever. And it's the exact same narrative across the board. You go on these runs and then eventually you pull back to where the previous high was and then you just continue to climb once again. All of this is noise. So if you get in at good levels, you're investing at the right spot, I think you're setting yourself up for success. And that's exactly what we try to do from a day-to-day and a month-to-month basis.
Yeah, well, I try to fail, Joey.
I don't know.
Let's see. All right, guys, we're in EHNA. What do we get? We got 56. Here's 67. I'm looking for 69 next, and then I'm looking for 73. Reason I got into HA, is because it had a 70, let's just call it a $0.75 rejection, despite the fact that it was 78. Came back in, held the $0.50, and now is putting in higher lows. Here's 69. It is spready though. So this one can open up 4, 5, 6 pennies, currently showing 3. So, you know, easier to manage at the moment, but looking for a bigger move up, man. I want to see if we can take out area highs. That was a really good area defend into 350. Did it hold 350 on a strict basis? No, 47, 48, and 47. So there were certainly buyers there. And there it is into 71. We get the print. We're looking for more. So 71's just flashed. They're flashing right now. Looking for 75. And then I should be posted at 77 as well, 377. And then I also want to post at 382 and then 388 as well, okay? So that's what we're doing. But we got to get decisively through that area top. There's a general area resistance. It's a $0.75 resistance, especially on the 5. This is now the 4th candle in a row that can't decisively take out, let's just say, that 370 area. In fact, no closing print. Look at it come back down into 63. No closing print above 370 on ENHA, right? Despite multiple topping tail candles. Now, I stop out below the $0.50. I don't want that eventuality, obviously. I'm looking for a bigger move up. ENHA is what I'm talking about. Also, INHD looking real interesting here. Very consolidative sideways. Makes me feel like this is setting up as a bull pennant with these higher lows, yet lower highs. I don't know how this circle gets squared, but I don't think it's the right setup for me at the moment. It's just too close to 10, and it's getting a lot of resistance here in the high to mid 8s, let alone 9s, right? So something to think about there. So I'm going to continue to watch ENHA as it works right back in to 68, 67. but there's no follow through the 70s, man. Let me wet the beak here a little bit. Yeah, it's giving me shades of some of these ones that rejected at these key levels. I just want to see a nice price spike up through the mid to low 70s, take out some orders there just to see that if we can squeeze some shorts out. Because a lot of the times, here we go, 72 now showing up. Let's see if we get a price spike up with the spread opening up, man. Again, 4 pennies, give or take, on ENHA. I'm going to pack the patience here on this one. I think that that's probably what is required. Fluffy, she's back in the house. CLIK, she says. Let me pull that up, Fluff. Pull it up on the side chart so I can keep my eye here on ENHA. CLIK. I guarantee you this has done like 3 shares of volume. I love you, Fluffy, but you and these volume. Oh, Fluffy! This is a fantastic one. Oh, wow. Yeah, I shouldn't have made that remark. I was wrong. Mike got that as well. Well, usually you're sending me these tickers that have done like 3 shares of volume, bro. But this is a fantastic one, Fluffsters. Yes, great one here. CLIK absolutely jettisoned to the high side with a current high of 285. 86 now. It's on the move. CLIK, the ticker. Don't know much about it other than the fact that it's a $9 million market cap with a volume on the day of 5.62 million. That's not rude, Fluffy. You gotta hear some of the stuff, man. That is certainly not rude there. But watching ENHA, yeah, I know, right? Don't be rude. Get him, Donald. Watching ENHA here, we got to put up, though, CLIK on a trading screen because we got to be ready to go on this one. Let's see what the volume profile looks like. All right, we're closing in on around 6 million shares as we get into that $3 area. There's a 302 high. I see TT Mass CEO buy. I didn't even look. A substantial insider purchase. I see that on my blotter, but I can't look at the news article at the moment. Can't be reading this while we're trying to trade it, especially in a position already. So look, guys, a $3 rejection currently on CLIK with the high being 302. We're trying to work right back up into those area highs. It looks like there is selling here in the mid to low 80s. Let's see if we can take out some of these sellers locally. Not immediately apparent if that's going to be easy to do. Continuing to watch. Just want to see where the sellers are stepping in repeatedly, as well as where the buyers are stepping in to backstop us. But I also have to manage my position here on ENHA because it does feel like it is failing. So we'll put our stop through that $3.50 area. If it stops out below 3.5, that's cost of doing business. Right back to CLIK because this one is right at that critical area where we could break through the 302 area. And if that's going to be the case, I want to get involved with this one. So continuing to watch that on CLIK. Let's see what we can get here. Any bigger drop showing a 69 buyer. So there is generally a low 70s buyer here, but yeah, not quite yet. We are at the current bar low right now, so it's not exactly, prime time entry area. So let's see let's let the candle bottom out, right? See where the buyers are stepping in. Back into the 80s we go. So we've established a bit of a base. I want to say it's a low 70s. Right up into the 80s we go. Joseph options. And this one could be seen $3 pretty quickly here. 87, 88 seller. Continuing to watch. Let's see if we can kind of get in. So we know we had a 70 buyer, right? Let's go ahead and punch. And we're going to go 269. Well, we'll give it a little bit below that. 265. Here we go. What do we got on? 87s. Okay, good. 95. There it is. 98. Good. Even better. Shout out to Fluffy. All right, let's put something at 3. And then we're going to put 303 because that'll technically be a high. Let me throw in my stop now. So we're going to go on this one, 65, 260. How many shares do we have left? All right, good. On this one, there we go. Into 93, 95, Joe. Looking for CLIK to take out $3. Not immediately apparent, though, if that's going to be the case. 96. Nope, no continuation again through 3. So 3 is a staunchier area of resistance. Look, it's up a nice 70%, 69% on the day, man. Let's keep an eye out on this one. And there it goes into 3. Aggressive seller at 3. Can't shake the seller at 3, Joe. There's a ton of shares that are changing hands here at 3. And this could this could be a rejection here, man, because there's a lot of shares selling here at 3, and we can't shake that seller. Oh, they killed him, Joey. They killed him. They keep killing all these short sellers. I'm more pleased I could not be. Get out of our way, man. We're trying to make money here. So continuing to watch this one, Joe, what do you got?
Ooh, I was looking at click 2, man. Came in a little aggressive there. For the high of the day break, MPT looks like all the steam is out of that boat.
Yeah.
Let's get out of there. And ENHA never got the high of the day break, Sharif. Nicey garbage. The NASDAQ names are the ones that you want to play. So there it is. You couldn't get that 370 break and hold. So we're going to head over to the large cap Landia and see what we have. 209 there on NVDA, as this name is starting to find its way on today's intraday session. INTC. How have you been doing after that news here? They're going to be a backup for, I believe it's Google TPUs, and then now off to the races. Bang. Here it is, holding up that trend line. You have that initial selling. Now let's see if that can hold up. I don't like trading this thing, full disclosure, intraday. I don't like it I don't know, it's just pure bamboozlement. It's not Nicey. I mean, I don't think it's Nicey anymore. Anyways, I don't care about that stock, to be honest with you. If I can own it, that'd be ideal, but from an intraday trader, not a fan of it. Never was a good trader, nor will I. Anything can change anyways. Never say never, like I said to Neil the other day when he had to eat pineapple pizza. But Marvell holding up, not too bad of a look. And then Redwire, a name that was in play for quite some time, but doing absolutely nothing. That's what happens. You see some of these stocks that are in play, and then sure enough, like the next couple of days, they just become MAI. They're has-beens at that point. And then here's SoFi. SoFi not looking too bad, but it's nothing like these small cap momentum style trades. I wouldn't be looking to play a high of the day break on this bad boy. I would look for it on the small cap names. Just why? Because when they do, they break with vigor, and then they go into kind of that new
vigor.
Yeah, with price discovery. DRAM. Big time recovery. I wish that we held on to this here earlier. I mean, we were in at the lows, and then now off to the races it goes. 61.20. Head back to our watch list and see how CrowdStrike has been performing, because I am curious to see 665 or 655. Sorry, on CrowdStrike. Ouch. As that has been coming off of those all-time highs.
Pandub got clipped as well.
Yeah, 788. You're down 17%. You're going to hit bear market territory. But I mean, hey, this thing was down 40% at one time and then just doubles pretty much. So, hey, we like CrowdStrike.
That 305 sale is looking pretty good right now, huh?
On Pan W? Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure,
Take
man.
profits on the way up, man.
Yeah, it's the smartest
Especially with these, man. I've been in Pan W for way too long to get fooled into thinking that this one's going to continue to go up. They are high beta names, and they're high beta both ways. So I'm expecting a substantial correction, which is fine, because I had a lot of orders go out in the 160s, and if you know, you know about that one. So we'll continue to watch here. CLIK, multiple topping tail candles through 3, no continuation above 3. This feels like it could fail currently, because the current bar high is lower than the prior bar high, and if we lose prior bar low, which is 269 on the dot, I think we're going to head probably a little bit more south here, likely to about 240 to 250. That's predicated upon losing prior bar low, which, as I mentioned, 269 low. Fluffster's saying GRAN. Take a look here, Fluffy. Granular. Not bad. Fluffy's killing it lately, man. What's going on over here? I saw her talking to Casey in the chat the other day.
That's maybe why.
Yeah, that's probably going to be a problem there, Joey. They're going to be taking all our liquidity here between the two of them. 144 area high. Shout out to Gran. Good call out here, Fluffsters. This is not bad at all, and this is a multi-day rounded bottom. So this could be a good look here. GRAN. Good call out, man. Fluffy. I know you're not a man. My bad. But great call out on the day. You've been calling out some bangers. So GRAN is already going to find its way onto the side chart over here. Who are we going to take off? That's the problem. We're going to have to take off the dot. That's SDOT. We'll put SDOT back on if it's warranted, but right now we're not really looking at the dot, so let that one go for now. Joey, what do you got, my man?
Stuff, man. All right, I'm just looking for something. We don't want to race into anything. We'll go over our trades, actually, that we had here on the day. Right. There goes MPT, starting to head back there. I got to hold on to this coffee cup because... No, I was more or less referring to the temperature in here because it's like borderline going back to winter here. You keep that fan over here. Keep that fan over there, my guy. Other than that, guys, $3 break over here on MPT. I mean, like we've gone through things that we'd be trading. on the day. Now, like, let's see what else we can find. I'm not in love with anything at this given moment. A nice momentum play. And then we had this little, this was just a feeler here on DRAM. But yeah, it's unfortunate that it continued to move without us. Like sell off, I'm glad that we got out of it as it cracked through that support. But this is where I wanted to get back in, and we didn't. So 59.20, boom, off to the races it goes. After that point, you're up 10% here on the intraday session, so not too bad. WNW, okay, guys, don't tempt me with a good time. So listen, I'll just tell you guys straight up. Sharif and everybody else has their style, but if you see a small cap name that is going to break a previous pivot or the previous high of the day, tag your boy, because that's something that I would look to get involved with. Joy Options doing it more. Time on SPY puts. First time 172nd. Let's go for the third. Nice trap, man. Happy for you, brother. I know you've been crushing those OTMs and those 0 DTE. So congratulations to you on that one. Speaking of, man, we may as well head over. We haven't done this today. Is head over to our options chain and see what we got cooking up there, guys. We're going to go check out our new trusty tool over here, and then we'll figure something out. We're at the options terminal right now. We'll go through a couple of the names. We're going to go over to Adara first, but then let's see what we got in goggles and NVDA.
Keep an eye here on USO and the market. Seeing this headline circulate quite a bit, so I wanted to mention this. U.S. Central Command announcing that U.S. forces have disabled a non-compliant Palau-flagged oil tanker in the Gulf of Oman. This was an unladen oil tanker, so again, oil tanker reportedly disabled here in the Gulf of Oman by the U.S. military. More action here in the Middle East. Back to you.
Thank you for that. Yeah, I mean, that's not best news, but anyways, aside from that, let's get back into this, into the financial markets and see what we have going on from open interest standpoints here on this beast. June 8th, 0 DTEs. That's everything that's going to be expiring today. Now, what do we have? A lot of volume at that $210 marker. We were talking about that bright and early this morning during our options segment. Now, as for the open interest, really cooled down there, guys. So we'll actually have to double check that and see if that's going to be correct. So we're going to pull something up here for us and see what we have at that specific level. 210, I thought was going to be giving us a little bit of trouble here with, oh, why did I type in 210? This specific name, so. All right, 0 DTE, 210. All right, yeah, okay, open interest, 278,000 there. So yeah, I mean, guys, like if we're talking about this name, we talked about it from a notional standpoint, how it's the heaviest shorted name in, I believe it was like the S&P or whatever it was, just from a notional notional value standpoint. So, wow, bro, don't do that. I'm mad cold right now. Where'd you get that thing? That's crazy. Amazon? All right. You're on. I feel like you're on a little bit of a shopping spree right now, man.
Bro, my expenses have been reduced exponentially for the last year.
Because you're not paying $500 a month in car insurance.
Bro, that's not the only thing that we cut, man. We cut a lot. So, you know, every now and again, I'm going to spend a little bit, bro.
Though,
yeah. Here it is, man. There's an air conditioning thing, too. So this is like... No, it doesn't have a heater. That's the opposite of what I want. So the fan speed is pretty good. Like this is the lowest second. This is the lowest setting.
So
and then you throw that bad boy on, then it goes green, then that metal plate gets cold, so it starts blowing cold air. So it's literally air conditioned air. Isn't that cool?
That's good.
And look, you can kind of set it on the table.
You're not going to be you're not going to be sweating all summer.
No, man. Like I complained about leaving my house like after you have a shower and then it's like 500% humidity and it's like you're sweating over. So it's like, who needs that crap, man?
There's a couple more things before we send it back to you, Sharif, that I wanted to go over on the options chain. We're going to take a look at Robinhood and see what we got going on from an open interest standpoint and some potential levels. And to see if we're going to get this continuation, right? Like, I think it'll be more or less reflected within the earnings report. And what I'm referring to here is the PDT rule, why more transactions, right? So if we're going to be talking about more transactions and you no longer having the limit or 3 trades per week, whatever it was, that it has now been lifted, then you're going to see that reflected here in some of these brokerage names. And I'm going to be looking directly at Robinhood. Okay, so $85 strike price, roughly where we're trading at the money right now. And then you can see the open interest. isn't really substantial until we head up into $90. I thought that we would hit $100 last week, so maybe we'll get some form of a rollover. So these are expiring at the end of the week, June 12th. So let's see if we can break through this key pivot, which is around 94.63. That's going to be a massive inflection point here, just in case that doesn't happen, then more downside. But I don't think that's necessarily going to be the situation that we're going to fall into. I think we can crack $100 considering I think we need to put up a poll.
What's up? What do you want to do?
Did you? I don't know how we're going to word it, but
okay.
Did you fall under the PDT rule? Yes or no? I think that's pretty simple. And if a lot of people say yeah, right? Because now it's like, hey, and then maybe a two-part question. And if so,
I'll do it.
And then if so, are you starting to perform more transactions? Right? So did you fall under the PDT rule? Yes or no? I think that's a pretty good question.
It's super simple, Joey. Let's do it.
Yeah.
We're going to do it right now. We're going to go custom poll. Did you fall under the PDT rule? We're going to do 3, right? We're going to go yes, no, what's that?
That's crazy.
Yo, let's just leave it there. Some people don't know what it is, man. All right, guys, let's get down to work. Here it is. If you fell, I should say, previously, because there's no. If you fell under the PDT rule, it is number 1. If you never did or didn't prior to the enactment of the rule, you're going to hit 2. And if you don't know what it is, you're going to hit 3. Get your votes in now. Thank you for making this, man. This is like honestly the easiest thing ever. Oh, fantastic. I love that. Assassino, are we able to show that a part of the screen there a little bit better or no? That's there it is. Right there. Hold on, I can do this. Right, there you go.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
All right, guys, get your votes in right now. 1 is winning. About 50% of you guys did fall under the pattern day trader rule. About 38.5%, almost 39% here did not. And about, a little bit more than 10% have no idea what it is. Get your votes in. Let's see how many we can get. And we want to have a better understanding of our audience. So I think that this is very apropos. Good idea, brother, by the way, on that. So good look here. 1 for yes, I did fall under PDT. 2 for no, I didn't. 3, what is that? Get the votes in, and we'll look at those in a little bit. Dan McIsaac, astute trader he is, pointed out to me, GRAN, all bamboozlement, no continuity. Let's take a quick look at what this hot garbage just did. Lured everybody in, well, I don't lure everybody, but it lured probably people, and it is now halted to the downside like a piece of 186 high. Look at this. It's moseying along, putting in higher lows, higher highs, rips up to 186. As quickly as it ripped up, it ripped down even quicker, halted. $1.29 now. That's a monster retracement and quite ugly. I'm thinking about removing this one from the side chart over here. INHD continues to be a downtrend. I'm starting to feel like this one likely headed back to VWAP. It's looking like a descending wedge pattern. With an area high, we keep putting in lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, all the while that 7 to 7.25 is an area flat, right? So this could be, Joey, what we call a flat bottom break. Look out for a loss of 7. If we lose 7 here, my bias is right away between 6 to 5. 6, a prolonged area of consolidation from 11.10 to the breakout 11.35, and then 5, obviously 5 is a whole dollar area support, but it also is almost exactly overlapping with the volume weighted average price. That makes 5 a very interesting target because the shorts who are likely piling in to no end into INHD often use VWAP as their target. So that has a way of just making it back to VWAP. Now, whether it's going to have buyers at VWAP to make this one bounce up, maybe we can take out 9.5. That's a different story. So watching INHD, yes. And then Cerebris, the 2 times leverage ETF that I said very little about other than from the beginning of the show. CBRG, this is a 2-time leveraged Cerebris ETF, 803 high. It's got a great looking pattern. Obviously, CBRS is having a great day today to the tune of 21% on CBRS post IPO, still below the IPO open price, trading at around 243, give or take. So those are the ones I'm looking at, Joey. Of course, if there are any other small cap gappers that I don't have an eye on, I'd love to hear about them. And Gavin Ross is already saying OCC. Take a quick look at that one, Joey. Very consolidative, Gavin. What's going on with this one? I mean, it is a bull flag pattern. It's just the flag component on this monster is taking a long time here. So I'd be more inclined to trade this as a range off the extremities. So $19 seems to be the area of support at the extremity. 19.5 is more the repeat offender, with 21 to about 21.5. The wicks go into 21.5. The closing prints reject at 21. So OCC, Gavin Ross special. I don't know how to read your name because they're in Hebrew characters, but Sharif, CYPH, please. Say less, my man. Let's take a look at CYPH. And let me know what your name is, by the way, so that I can call you by your real name. Great call out there, man. 78.99, absolutely ripping up through 70. This is an ascending wedge pattern with a higher low structure and ripping through that obvious area of resistance into 70. This one's on its horse and could see the dollar pretty soon. So here we go. Mike, what? Well, I just want to know his name, Mike PD Ryder, man. I love that guy, bro. Never change, Mike. 79.49 high. Here we go again. CYPH. Great call out there by the individual whom I do not know his name, Joey.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to have to do that here relatively soon.
What are you going to do?
I might have to get my sweater. A really bad
Joey
time.
Shivers is back.
I'm over here having a really bad time. I drank too much caffeine and I'm cold, so it's a
Shouldn't
horrible...
you be warmer if you drank caffeine because it increases the heart rate and it's hot?
Dude, literally, you gotta understand, I'm always cold, dude. I'm just always cold.
I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's head over to our watch list. That's why in the summertime...
That's crazy, Trader Forever. Did that actually happen?
What happened?
The songwriter for Dua Lipa and Britney Spears got stabbed to death?
No way.
Crazy. What is that?
Did you look into... Yeah, thanks, Ramin. I appreciate you.
Keep it down, right, man?
No, Ramin's real, though, because you always back me up on the temperature of this place, man.
They put... Okay, guys.
Yeah, because it's all your fault. It's literally 100%. All this guy. It's all this guy's
it's my fault, right?
Literally.
All right, guys, we got to mosey on up to the big desk. There is breaking news with Adair.
Alibaba did just get a little bit of spike lower, trying to bounce here. It was reportedly named, according to a Federal Register notice, on the Pentagon's list of military firms operating in the U.S. from China. So again, Pentagon posting a list of entities in the Federal Register to be designated as Chinese military companies. Alibaba Group apparently named to this list. Back to you.
Okay.
People are saying that caffeine is a vasoconstrictor. Shout out to Arcane Laval. And it actually make you cooler. So somebody on your side, it has a different effect on me. I warm up.
You start sweating? All right. Let me go on a little bit of a spiel here on some names, guys. We talked about Dell, Micron, and some of the other ones, but ARM, a name where the majority of the shares are held by Masayoshi Son and company over there at SoftBank, did go on a pretty big run.
INHD's failing.
$425. We could take a look at INHD.
It's failing,
here.
Joey. The flat bottom breaks.
Okay, same with
right now.
MPT looks like it wants to break down. So Luis, I wonder if Luis is still...
He's on vacation, bro. He's
still in
all
the
over
States?
America. Yeah. He's taking
that's
pictures.
good.
He was at a baseball game yesterday. Shout out to our man, Luis.
Cool.
But we know how this works. In the summertime, we're not going to see him.
Because they got this
European.
They got siesta over there. Applied Digital.
They have European culture.
Yeah, they just get a lot of breaks, man. Shout out to Juneteenth coming up soon. Here it is, right? $50 now down to $48 in Applied Digital. They signed a big deal, a big lease deal. I think it's worth like $300 million or something along those lines. So this name really got the ball rolling. And then ServiceNow finally starting to come off the bottom. I remember when Jensen and the CEO of ServiceNow were on CNBC together, one stock going one way, the other going the other, and NVDA being somewhat of a disruptive service. Sharif talked about trimming his Pan W off of the highs here. Pretty good look so far. And I think it will be for the foreseeable future. Katina Man, yes, is back in the building.
Oh.
But something that has not been performing well,
See
Katina
all that
Man.
red, though? Oh, my days,
Katina Man, guess what?
Burger looks good, Katina Man says.
SMR down to 1081. They look like little sliders. You get a couple of them. Yeah, they're little smash burgers. Not too bad. I already got in trouble in the kitchen. That's okay.
What happened? What happened? I need to know immediately.
I'll tell you later, but I got in trouble, and we're gonna leave it at that.
What did you do to Raquel, bro?
I didn't do anything.
Oh man,
I didn't do anything.
You put her in a bad mood for everybody.
Yeah,
now,
I know, but listen.
Oh my
Hey man, it happens.
You see that,
man.
Katina, man? You know, we all have to deal with
I used to
this
be the
now.
favorite child, but no longer that's the case.
You
there in
should
the
see
kitchen.
how this guy talks to her.
Yeah. No, Sharif, don't even start, man. Oh, if I could only tell a story, I'll tell it in the chat for everyone.
days.
Sharif,
You
remember
should
what you
see
said
this
to me?
guy
No, you
talk to her, bro.
remember what you said to me that one day in the washroom? And you're like, oh, you think you're the only one who can win someone over?
I tried to offer her some of my
she's like,
treats.
yeah,
I got shafted
Yeah, exactly.
hard.
I knew from
Never
the minute.
tried
I'm
again.
like, yeah, all right, whatever.
Never
bro.
tried again.
You don't go to, oh, you think you're the only one who can win someone? All right.
I tried to win her over. I
Yeah.
caught her clearly on the wrong day there.
bad day.
I was just like, I was offering everybody some of my protein treats. People love them, right? Like I give them out all the time.
I'm like, yeah, okay, buddy. That's not gonna
my
work.
days.
But what is working right now, Katina Man, you know it, and you guessed it, is TKO Holdings 203.16. As we, that's not Austin 316 there, but 203.16 we're currently trading at. Now 227, it was the previous high. We're only 11% off of that all-time high. I like it. I like TKO Holdings.
There goes CLIK, enter the quarter dollar. It's 28 penny high. We're at 23. We've got nines on. We're looking for the $half now. It tested $3 a lot, okay? So that's what made me feel confident getting into it. 24 accumulation, no continuation though. Let's post at 33. Anything below 288 ends the trade for me. So that is my stop. I'm looking ideally, of course, for a hold of 3. Now we're putting in lower highs. So there's an aggressive short seller here in 20s, in the low 20s. We are putting very obvious lower highs here. We're not even able to get up into the mid 20s. Look at that seller there at 20. This could turn. Watch out for the turn here. I'm going to stop out likely below 3 here, okay? Unless we can take out the 20 seller, and now they're posting lower and lower. 18s, 19s, and that's what these algorithms do, right? They move down their stop, or sorry, their aggressive, yeah, we're gonna get out here. Let's see if we can kind of reload a little bit below 3 if this one holds. Here's the $3 area, watching. Let's see for a 3 hold. At least the buyers are stepping in locally here on CLIK. I'm flipping to the 5-second chart. Get out of my way, bro. I'm trying to look at the 5-second. So buyers here at around $3. Current bar low is right at 3 on the dot. So let's see if we can kind of get that hold. Here's 3 again. No, fail city. Right back down into 290. So it doesn't hold, but there is support at 90 because those are topping tail candles. Let's see if 90 holds. Continuing to watch, 90, 80. Wow, yeah, this is not holding at all. This is going back down to VWAP here into 70. So yeah, failure there. Got out break even for the last, well, no, actually we lost a little bit on the last remaining amount, full disclosure. So yeah, there's 270. This is the volume weighted average price here. This could be a buy. If it fails VWAP, I'm just gonna remove it from the side chart. It's failing. Wow, Joe, 328 to 260, just like that. Like there's no bid at all on this. Like my goodness. So yeah, we're at VWAP right now. If this recovers, moves back above 3, I mean, we can get back involved with that, but that's an ugly retracement there and a lack of continuity, brother. So not a good look.
Not too good look. What an absolute disaster if you're talking about some of these ADRs. Pretty damn disappointing.
They're
right
getting
here.
clipped?
Yeah, I mean,
they're all red.
Duo is down 41% off of its highs. Did you say Caterpillar? No, Caterpillar didn't hit a new all-time high today. At some point it did last week, though, so not too bad.
Above 900, which is good, but
Caterpillar 906. Yeah, hey, listen, at least it didn't drop 6%. Like some of the other names over.
You know what? Cat doesn't move that aggressively. It'll have big outsized dollar days, but percentage days, you know, you're not going to get big.
I don't think it has like, they're just strictly business right now. It's like, hey, we're going to build some your power grid. And then sure enough, we're going to use a lot of the equipment to have this data center build out 122% from September of last year. That's a big time return. Plus you're collecting $1.51 on that dividend. So that's a beautiful look. We talked about NewScale Power down to 1081. Q1. But then we have Oklo. Some of these names not performing too well, guys. I mean, here it is, 195 bucks. All the way down to 60, that's a 70% haircut right there. And CoreWeave, I said this has been the best performing IPO, right? Like out of the other names, even though it hasn't really done anything crazy, you go on this run, it's been chop fest pretty much after that point, but it only broke the opening price low for about a couple of days, so, or not even a day. Like a couple of days here, and then boom, off to the races. So yeah, not too bad. The trade desk TTD. Some people were talking about like this being that next big short. I don't know if that's necessarily going to be the case. I know. I was just reading.
Yo, a lot of people are saying these space stocks are going to be monster shorts. Not the SpaceX specifically, but all the space stocks that have been running up in
like
anticipation.
ASDS.
I'm not earmarking, I don't want to crap on any of them, but a lot of people are saying,
RKLB.
you know, the ones that have been moving, you know, in sympathy with SpaceX, have no fundamental reasons in and of themselves because they're not doing.
They're not really doing anything right now. I
Right,
think this is
so
a forward-looking sector.
though, you know?
I think it's a forward-looking thing, right? Like something that you have to be prepared to hold on for the next extended period of time.
Yeah, but some of these stocks, Joey, like they may not be it. Like they may not even be around. They're just running because of space stock. It's like, you know, the energy stocks when they all started running. Some of these companies suck, you know what, right?
Yeah,
but they were moving because energy was moving. Justin, go ahead, Joey, sorry.
No. I mean, yeah, I totally agree. I mean, and it's still such early in this. What happened?
That's great. Stever in there, 74.40. Space stocks are going to crash back down to flat Earth.
Ooh.
All right, man.
Okay.
Oh, God,
so
this
there you go.
again.
Flat Earth.
Flat Earth.
There. Now, how's someone I think you've been helping on some of the fundamentals here, Sharif, Nike?
You know what, Joey? It's a tough look there, man.
It's a tough look.
Tough look.
46%. I mean, it's tough. How is so like Uber is still getting hit. A lot of disruptive services.
Can I say something though?
What?
You know why they're getting hit?
Why?
Because I'm buying Nike Shocked TL for $79. They're $225 brand new.
Yeah.
I'm buying them brand new, marked down, $79.
We're at Halt.
Halt, there's BD brands. There is a Foot Locker didn't have $79 ones, but they had like 60% off one of the models.
Yeah, well, because look at what happened.
That's
if
why.
you're having no churn in your inventory and you have to give these crazy markdowns, what's that going to happen? Like these guys'
Exactly
margins are
it,
just
man.
going to get
That's
absolutely
exactly it,
destroyed.
man.
So, yeah, I mean, that's what Lululemon, you said, what are you talking about? I'm not seeing any discounts. I don't think it's in the Canadian stores, dude.
Well,
It'd be in the
I don't see
American
them if
ones.
there are.
No,
I don't.
It'd be in the
So.
American, probably in the American brick and mortar, maybe on the websites there. But yeah, that's why I just don't love the retail space.
You're gonna go check it out, Katina Man. If there are discounts, let me know for real though.
But Katina Man's got the discounts.
Katina Man's going on Lulu right now. He's gonna find out if they have discounts.
Like, look at Urban Outfitters. We went through the retail name, Sharif.
I see it, Bovin.
Like we're talking to Urban Outfitters here, being the best performing, like out of the clothing brands.
It's a hell of a consolidation there.
Like it's not doing anything. But the fact that it's not even all the way up here, Urban Outfitters the best performer. Like what do we got? Lululemon? Oh yeah, like
yeah, that's fantastic.
Like are you kidding me? And what do you want to see, Katina?
Go, Assassino. Can we go to the Katina Man screen?
There's American Eagle.
Katina Man, what do you think about that knee on top? Go back up there for a second. Yeah, that one on the right there. You about that life? I thought about that one, Katina, but like, there's no way I'm wearing that. I'm not about that life. I do like the blue one next to him, though. So I've looked through all this before. Look at the back, though. See the back?
No.
You don't see the back on the right?
Yeah.
It's a kind of not a
the
spaghetti strap, but
the tapered
back.
Yeah.
I like
I don't
that
know.
one.
I think that's like pretty. Like I don't think it's that attractive clothing. Like I don't think it's something that I need to go out and buy. It looks pretty basic to me.
I did like the tank tops that I got, and again,
Were they like that?
They're not like that. They're the spaghetti strap one that go over your trap.
Okay.
But they sit nice, man. The material is really good.
Okay.
That's something that you're going to get from Lulu. You're always going to get good material. But it's
Give
just
me a
about
couple more
design,
retail
right?
brands here, Sharif. What is Abercrombie and Fitch? What's
ANF.
up? ANF. How have you been performing? Like I don't know.
Yeah, it's not good, Joey. I mean, it doesn't look good for most of these.
Is there
Look at UA. Have a quick look. there.
Why would we even
XRT? What is that? That's retail. Okay.
XRT? Why would we even go over here?
Just
what is the point?
go to the weekly on this, because name has been destroyed.
Like Steph Curry left.
Yeah. Look at that, Joey.
Like,
And
what are
The
you
Rock,
gonna do?
too. Don't forget about The Rock.
Like, what are you gonna do? Like, the more you zoom out, the worse it gets. What's it called, Katina Man? That ETF?
XRT.
XRT.
Yeah, retail. That's the. Yeah, well, it's got some higher lows there, Joey. But
I mean, it's better than the actual individual stocks. So.
That has Amazon and Carvana.
Okay, but
though,
no, we
so
just want clothing brands. Maybe I'll construct one of those with just clothing brands, and then we'll do the inverse on that because apparently that's going to be the ideal way to go there. Because you're at $515 in December of 23 here, and you've just been steady down and to the right ever since.
Steady down.
So you're down 77%. I don't know what Lululemon's going to do to get back up to all-time highs.
Well, they got to start selling. That's what they need to do for sure, Joey. 261 area low, 259. Let's go 250 for the remaining out on that. 5025. There we go. All right, we're back into CILK over here. I'm seeing some bottoming tail candles that, well, they look pretty good. So let's give this one the old community college try. We're going to try here for another break of 3. I stop out below the breach of current bar low, which is 260 something or another. So we're going to keep that one. I have my out just a little bit below that. So looking here for CLIK, it's got higher lows, but a lot of defensive selling at 3. INHD's popping up. It just halted up. INHD limit up. 795 limit up, halt time 12:49:07, earliest open 12:54:07. Keep your eye now on the other small cap gappers. I'm talking about CLIK. I'm talking about MPT. I'm talking about SDOT, the one Bovin was talking about. The DOT is still up about 50% on the day. It doesn't look that good from a volume profile at the moment, but one that we need to keep an eye on nonetheless. So NPT is making a bigger move here into the volume weighted average price. I'll submit to you a lot of resistance between the $1/3 of a dollar to $1/2 of a dollar. If we can clear that on NPT, could be an interesting look. I'm going to keep my eye here on CLIK, and while I keep my eye on that, Adair's got news.
DOG bouncing off the lows here. Datadog on watch announcing on its blog that they can now monitor Claude enterprise activity through a Datadog cloud integration. So again, Datadog and Claude working together here. DDOG on watch. Also, guys, we are just 10 minutes away now, T-minus 10 minutes away from the WWDC keynote for 2026. I already have the video queued up. The second that goes live, I will keep you all posted with whatever comments come from Tim Cook. Back to you.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you. You think Timmy C opens this up, or Big Johnny T is going to be?
Oh, that's a great
right?
question.
I would open up with Tim Cook. You know, if you pay him one last farewell, you know,
his last one,
right? Timmy C, because you don't want to be overlooking already. September something or another. Yeah,
September he's gone.
Yeah, man.
Still going to be a part of the board, though, right?
Yes, sir. He's going to be the executive chairman of the board. Yeah. So he's going to have his hand there. Widely credited for being, the supply chain genius that Apple needs and continues to need, especially with RAM. So the fact that he's not going anywhere, I think, will settle some investors.
I wonder what that exit package is going to look like.
Right? Yeah, he's made plenty of money, man. I saw videos of him in his early days sitting next to the big man himself, Steve Jobs. Looked a lot different. You can tell he's Tim Cook, but he's a bit, bigger and
he's been working out. Like
he looked like he had been working out there. Now he's getting up there, right?
Yeah.
So shout out to Timmy C.
How old is he now? I wonder.
I think he's late 60s, early 70s, something like that. We can double check.
That's good though. Just see those guys still doing that at that age.
Yeah, why not, man? Shout out to the Tim. Tim Apple, as President Trump calls him, and continues to call him, by the way. When they were going to China, he called him Tim Apple in the little Truth Social post that he put there.
I bet you he genuinely thinks that's his name.
It's not what he thinks, bro. You know how Trump is, bro. He's just the way. It's just the way.
Don't be rude. You're ignorant. Yeah, that's funny.
Don't be rude. Timmy Apples. All right, guys.
Relax,
Yeah.
Whoa! Do that again.
Hey, relax, guys.
What is he saying there, Assassino? Relax. Okay.
Relax,
Oh, man.
You get involved in some DRAM here. I'm curious to what Katina Man's got cooking over there. The small cap land starting to cool down a little bit here. But we do have NVDA. What did we be talking about this time? 208. We can't break that 209. We're at 313 Apple, 260 or 362 there on Google. I mean, we've gone over those names countless times. SanDisk still hovering on too. Where did I see that?
Intel's up
$1,650 to be exact, and DRAM up 10% on this bad boy. Listen, look at this bull flag. I mean, if we can catch the lower end of the range, then maybe we can make that move for the high of the day. But if not, if it fails, then we get out at the lower end. You want to give it some room just in case it does have that ebb and flow, and then you have that additional liquidity grab. But that's what we're going to get involved with momentarily here, Sharif, is DRAM.
Bovin keeps mentioning SDOT, SDOT, and AMPG. I'm about to get stopped out of CLIK. If it loses 60 pennies, that's prior bar low, and that will be an engulfing candle because the current candle has a higher high than the prior bar, and if it loses the prior bar low, it'll have a lower low. So that is a bamboozling setup. I'm in at 84. I stop below 60. We're still halted on INHD, and we're going up to Adair.
A smaller cap play on watch here. This is KEEL. This is Keel Infrastructure Corporation. This is a $5.80 stock now, making new intraday highs. There is, as far as I can tell, pure speculation that they could be involved in a deal with Amazon. Either way here, speculative assumptions that this company is involved with Amazon. KEEL makes new intraday highs. Back to you.
There we go. So deeply troubling a bit. Jodo, yeah, tell her I say what's up. I mean, like, here's INHD. It's halted once again to the top side.
Yeah, man.
Okay. I like
What
this
happened,
shoot.
Joe?
Pardon?
Well, oh, I thought you got excited there.
No. We can momentarily.
Okay.
We're going to wait for this halt. But what kind of setup are we talking about here? A high of the day break. Okay, so if we get that break of 947, head into $10, then that's going to be our potential play. MPT, we're not going to get that right now. And Smack Talk right here, not doing anything. Smart Chem and SUNE. So there it is. Clickbait doing exactly that, as it did punch through momentarily, but then just gave back the majority. So something that we need to keep an eye out on. I headed over to the lower end of the volume spectrum here, and then QBTX. This is a leverage play, QBT. 2x leverage right there, QBTS. So not too bad of a look. $20 and change. I just don't believe that these quantum trades need these leverage plays. I understand getting into the leverage when the ticker and the actual company starts to become really expensive, but something that isn't, I don't know, I just can't wrap my head around it. Marvell, here's one. There's the Marvell 2x long ETF, Katina, man, you might like this one.
VLL?
Yeah.
I love that one.
MVLL, $189 right there, so not too bad of a play on Marvell. And then AAOX, what is this one? Trader 2x long AAOI? What
AAOI it's a repeat offender, Joey, but now it's like a zillion
I don't even know this
dollars,
company.
right?
There's
Look
that
it's like
Cerebras.
$248, man.
There's Cerebras system, CBRS, up to $246 right there. And then we'll go over with Cyborg right here. Ooh, 2 leverage. Okay, that's the CBRG is the leverage play at $8. That's a pretty big return. You get 40% on the intraday session, but don't forget, with these leverage plays, when you come down, you get hit twice as heavy. Say if the stock were to drop 50% or the leverage play, you then need 100% return just to get back to break even.
Bang. 938 tap showing here for INHD. Let's keep an eye out on that. We'll see when this one resumes. It likely will be a 10-minute halt. So 12:49:07. The earliest this will be open is 12:59:07. So we're still waiting here. Yes, Stage M17. Sharif, did you guys change the office setup? Something looks different in the studio, but can't put my finger on it. It's the screen, brother. Look at that. That's you guys right there, the chat. And then on this side, we have the top viewers pick. So INHD leading the way up there with 104 mentions. Only Tesla is second to it with 60. Then look at the poll above that. We got the social media activity below there. And then there's nothing on the left right now, but we do have, Joey Options does his options segment as well as the upgrades and downgrades on that left side there. So that's what it is, man. It's a brand new screen setup. Shout out to Fabian. And we're going to hopefully use it a lot more, interactively with you guys. But we wanted to put up the chat because we really want this to be more of an interactive show. And we're already kind of doing that on the midday, right? We're always engaging with you guys in the chat. And so that's how we're really going to try to be focusing on it, both shows going forward. So little strategy sesh there last week after the exec produce came back from, from the planning and scheming stage, of course, for the next step of the show. So shout out to everybody here. Guys, I'm not liking anything right now except CBRG, but this is obviously Cerebris. This is the 2x leveraged ETF, CBRG. It's had a fantastic day. It's up 45.5%, above $8 with an 826 high. Obviously, keep your eye out on the main name, which is CBRS. SDOT, Bovin's been calling out. Bovin's also been calling out AMPG. I'm more inclined to put AMPG on there and take off NPT because that one's, kind of dropping below VWAP now. It's no longer tradable for me. Anyway, AMPG, let's throw in the ticker there. But we are also about a minute away, give or take, from the open here. We're about 30 seconds away from the open, possible open, I should say, on INHD. So keeping a close eye on that. Shout out to Andrew. Thank you, brother, for the $2 super chat. It says my dog, so it includes you and I, obviously, Joey. Shout out to Andrew. Thank you for that. Slow motion. Wants me to look at LZMH. Let's take a quick look there. Just got to keep my eye on the screen because we're waiting for the resumption. Yeah, nice breakout there on LZMH, up 54%. And this is a new one that just ripped up. Be careful with this one, guys. 189 high, dropping into 162. LZ or LZMH, depending on which side of the border you're on. So just 1 second here before we send. So this is going to be a 15-minute halt, man. Geez Louise. INHD, at minimum, it's going to be 15 because we did not open up at 59.07 and we did halt at 49.07. So we're going to have to wait a little bit more. And while we wait, Adara's got news for you.
Keep an eye here on AAPL. We're hearing the intro music for their WWDC 2026 keynote. Again, guys, this event is set to start at 1 p.m. Eastern, a.k.a. in 1 minute. I'll be right here to cover that whole event for you in terms of any market moving or massive announcements made. Back to you.
Yeah.
I couldn't take it anymore, man.
You look different, Joey. Did you change?
I had to put a sweater on.
Predictions. Give me some bold predictions here for WWDC. Anything that you got, make a prediction.
No, because
listen,
because we know what happened last time during the keynote. When you overpromise and underdeliver, you can get yourself into a lot of trouble. And I think that's the narrative. I think Apple's learned their lesson. They tend to relatively quick. So I think they're going to put the bar a little bit lower on this one. Hear about the Siri and everything along those lines. What's down the pipeline. I don't know what happened to that peer-to-peer pay. Like I can send you a request. So maybe we hear a little bit, right? I think we'll hear a little bit about that. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. I don't know if it's happening in the States already, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we hear some more talk about that and who they're going to be integrated with.
Very good point. Very good point. Or who they're not, who they're going to circumvent.
Yeah.
Right. Like remember they hurt PayPal because of their Apple at point of sale. And I was showing, dude. I was at the Jays game. And I was sitting next to CS. He was sitting on my right. Dude, I ordered 2 shoes just from Apple Pay. So you go to the checkout, you just hit Apple Pay, and that's it. You're done. Your address is plugged in.
Right?
See how deadly that is?
Yeah, exactly. But I think I was never a fan of PayPal. Like I've used it a couple of times, but the convenience of Apple Pay is just you literally can go anywhere with it.
Because you don't have to input any of kind of like line by line crap.
Just confirm it, right?
Exactly.
Like that's like ancient stuff. What
feels
PayPal
like
is
it.
Doing, right?
Feels like it.
So it's just like it makes everything so much more simple.
How about edible Sharif penny plate? Timmy sees out. Oh baby. All right. Well, none of the networks are covering. You think they'd find it a little bit important there, but apparently they're not. So I'm gonna run it on my side chart just so we can kind of get an idea of what's going on. But let me send it to you, Joey, just so that I can set up here.
Yeah, absolutely. Joey, the boat biggest.
Get it,
I
Joey.
appreciate that, Mr. Gray. Do I have a gaming PC at home? I do. I believe I have a Ryzen 5 chip. It was like a custom built. I did it like over 4 years ago now. I don't remember everything. there. So yeah, all right, guys, let's see. GRAM breaking down. Glad we didn't buy that breakout. I'm still keeping my eye on INHD as we are halted to the top side here, 795. We're going to be looking for that high of the day break. SMTK, NPT was. I thought that was going to find another leg there, but doesn't seem to necessarily be the case at this given moment. ABAT and RYET. So it's all eyes on INHD for the moment being until proven, hey, this may not be our setup. Let's have it up here, INHD. So you can just see exactly what I'm talking about. When we played the initial one, that was on, what did we play? MPT, yeah. So what we're looking for here is that the momentum to continue and then a break of this level. So at that point, you head into new intraday price discovery, and who knows if you can head into $10. But we're halted at 12.49. Oh, okay. So this has got a couple more minutes before it does open, or maybe it's a 5-minute halt there, Sharif. So it should be relatively soon when this bad boy starts trading once again. But NPT was definitely our—
Get it, Craig.
Yeah, was definitely our trade of the day. So here it is, NPT. Are you listening to the WWDC now? Yeah,
So
we got to hop in on.
It was
on
It was Timmy C.
WWDC.
Timmy C started it out. Now he's handing it over to Craig Frederici. Get it, Frederici. So we're going to find out here. They're going to talk about Siri and Apple Intelligence. So here we go, man. Let's find out if this is going to be good or not, man, how the market receives this. Platform improvements. Okay, just continue to watch here. We'll keep an eye out on Apple's price action as well. Below 2% goes, though. So you're not even close to the highs, but it's been a little consolidative for the afternoon. Now we're going to talk platform improvements, trust and safety, then Apple Intelligence and Siri is the order, I guess, that they're gonna go by here. So Federici's walking around there, the Apple, the Cupertino campus.
Yeah.
So
I wonder, I'm assuming the average Joe can't just go onto that.
eh?
I said the average Joe probably just can't go and explore.
Yeah, no, of course not, dude. I bet you the security around there is insane, right? Just get in and get out. All right, guys, I'm not liking anything in the world of small cap gappers at the moment. So if there are any new ones that are moving and moving well, LZMH is moving. Okay, so I stand corrected there. LZMH is making a big move here into 199. We're still waiting for INHD, which looks like it's going to be maybe 15 minutes, maybe more. But while you're waiting for that one to resume, LZMH, give that one a quick gander. So that's what I'm looking for there. 199 high, going 190 now, so it's rejecting 2. So we'll see how this one ends up doing. For whatever reason, there's a flying VW bus there, and it looks like somebody is on, psilocybin, perhaps. Like this looks like someone's, I don't know, tripping out. What is this? Oh boy, this is interesting. Now they're flying around the Cupertino campus in their fake VW bus. Let's put this one here, LZMH on the NPT screen. Get him. All right, what do you got, Joey?
The top is 956 here on INHD. So we already breached this, right? So we're up here in 56s where we're looking to open up here. I thought it must be a longer halt. There it is, bang, just opens up. So now we're starting to come in off of this level, bang, and then you tank just like that, $1, Sharif. Oh, whoa, I think that there's gonna be a little bit of a momentum style play. We gotta be prepared for when price—
$8 support.
If and when price starts to turn around. You're looking at that $8 support. I was looking at roughly the same thing. We haven't completely broke down. That's a positive sign. So let's see if we can find a good opportunity to get the long. There it goes. Price turns around
Joey.
Just like that. We didn't hop in, Sharif. Let's see if we can get this break. Oh my God, there it goes.
I told y'all 10 was a
Did you hop in that?
conclusion.
$9, man. We wanted that there. It didn't work out how we wanted to,
10.
but $9 just like that. Is it going to halt? There it is. Holy
There
smoly.
goes
The halt,
INHD halt parameter engaged,
That's crazy.
1068, Joey.
Man, $2 just like that. Now the top now down to 930. Top now down to 930.
False halt. Down goes Frazier. All right,
that's
so we got
crazy.
new halt bands here.
Why? Oh, there it goes. 11. Oh my God. Would have been absolutely
11:45
insane.
limit up. 11:45 limit up, guys. Watching. This is a decisive clearing of 10 now. Now, can we use $10 as support? That's going to be the main thing. We need to halt here. So finally halted. 11:45 limit up. Halt time 13:07:19. Earliest open 11:12:19. Let's see how this cookie crumbles. Separately, LZMH absolutely dropped off a cliff from 199 into 150. Trying to recover now into 1 2/3. Keep your eye out on that. We are now seeing the design aspect here coming from the Apple Intelligence. I'm just going to send it to you so that I can see this here, brother.
Yeah, absolutely. Fluffy Hippo says they do tours of their campus. I would love to. I wonder how much that costs and how long the wait list is to get on that stuff. But yeah, there it goes. LFG. I don't know if I was allowed to say that, but anyways, here we go. Palantir off to the races, says Cantina Man. $20, baby, is saying Adam James. You really believe that this can go up there? Top 1146. Man, I knew when price turned around here, and just looking at the tape, I should have just punched, and then bang, we would have been able to get caught in that halt. $2.50. Let's pull up Palantir. I mean, I'm gonna hit the live button on this stuff, but I don't want to. I don't have too many things going on, and I want to be able to focus on what we have here. Somebody's talking right now, so yeah, that's what it is. 11:45. This thing is gonna. Oh, okay. This is how we feel here today. 990%. I didn't even realize that. So you're gonna probably hit 1,000% here. Now, if you happen to be the individual who is an early investor or lucky at this morning, well, congratulations. You now might be a millionaire at that point. Let's send it over to Adara.
Some announcements have been made here at WWDC. As you can see this 3-minute candle to the upside. Liquid glass adjustments. Apparently, you can make it more or less tinted as per your preference. They also announced after a very weird presentation that the new Mac OS is being called, or I guess the new OS in general here is Golden Gates. That's the Mac OS 27 Golden Gate. So Mac OS has a name, liquid glass adjustments. That's basically it so far. They've already introduced quite a few speakers. Back to you.
Thank you. I found that this new liquid glass thing interesting because I was creating PowerPoints with liquid glass way before this even came out, and watching some of the guys use that stuff. So, I mean, hey, it is what it is. I like the feature. I like how you can kind of switch things up, go from light to dark, and just have everything transparent. But I was using that on PowerPoint a long, long time ago. And those who are PowerPoint junkies would know. I'm not saying I am one, but I was using that feature. Didn't I tell you, man? Damn, yeah, you guys all told me. You pointed me, every single one of you, Taylor Batty especially, in the chat has been pointing me to INHD literally since this morning, as soon as he came into the chat. Bright and early, he's like, man, INHD, now top 1146. So we're only a penny away from where we're currently trading. Things are really starting to change up on this. So let's see what we got going on this bad boy. We're not going to chase it or anything along those lines. We'll keep our eyes on MPT as that price action has curled over. We're quite a ways away from the high of the day break. So what we would want to see some more strength step in order for us to play that specific strategy. I just don't know if that's going to necessarily happen at this given moment. Okay, so INHD, bang, nice move. REIT, there's no other names really. You only need a couple of them, and that's what I love about this stuff is that it's just a continuous movement and momentum flow. You see a couple of the names, right? And then sure enough, it's just like, okay, one halts and then you have a rotation into the other, and that's exactly what we've seen here in INHD and NPT.
All right, man. All right, so they're talking about new features here. They're talking about display rendering and optimizing parts of the system that make a difference in the responsiveness. I don't have a problem with the iOS responsiveness, but apparently that this is an issue here. So they're saying it's going to be smoother, it's going to be better. We'll see. Nothing yet. I don't know why they're starting with all the crap. Get to Siri, get to the updated Apple Intelligence. That's what everybody cares about. That's where you guys screwed up. Apparently, there's going to be 30% faster app launches. Whoa, Bovin, what happened to AMPG here, man? We just took that move into 614. Now it's dropping into 598. So I got 608s on. I stop out below an area low here at 588. AMPG dropping pretty aggressively. Now they're talking about the content page loading faster. Okay, good, good. All right, so nothing really happening all that important. Wow, this is an aggressive drop here on AMPG. My goodness. Stopped out just like that. Wow. The spread on this was 1 penny. How did it drop so aggressively there? So got that one wrong on AMPG. Keeping an eye here, though, on INHD. INHD looking for that 11.5 move. Adam says he thinks we're going to 20 here, and I don't know if we're going to go to 20 in a straight line, but I'm thinking 15. It's open. $12 high right now. Watch out for the rip. It's going to go, guys. Here we go again. What do we got? 65. There's 13. Rip City. Rip City. All right. What do we got on? We got 26s. 13 level. Watch out.
Uh-oh.
Boom.
Yeah,
perfect.
like
out
that,
as it drops back down. There it is, man. You got to see the bottom drop off on that one.
Bad one.
Limit down coming. Limit down. Oh, what a save there, right in front of 11. Watching 11 here for possible support. Good trade, but no continuity. So it's a little risky, obviously, off the open, right? Current bar low is 10.57. Current bar high 13.59. So you've got about $13 worth of range there.
Oh, why?
Give or take. What a move back up, and there it goes.
Dude,
yeah,
no way, man. I
bro.
just punched and it's like rejected order.
That's crazy. Why?
I went to go long and it rejected my order at 12,
That's
and then it pops up all the way up to 13.72.
13.79 high, guys. This one having trouble with 13 currently. Let's continue to watch here. 13 generally resistance. Let's see if it clears it. It's only marginally above it on the ask, not even above it on the bid. So continuing to watch this one. I don't mind getting in for a squeeze into 15, but it may retrace a little bit more here, especially with that 13 resistance. Here it comes. Oh, my days, what happened here? Screwed that one up. Yeah, continuing watch here, 13.79. Yeah, a lot of selling here, man. Coming back down into 12. Very aggressive sell here on INHD. See if 12 holds up. For now, it holds up at 12, Joey. What are you seeing on your side there, brother?
Same thing, man. I'm trying to, it's not getting me in how I want it to. It's putting me in passively. That's not what I want. I tried at that $12 level again, and sure enough, just bang, and there you go. Another pop, man. That's so frustrating sometimes.
It is.
But oh well, it is what it is. We'll take it. We took a big hit right there, though. That was a really bad trade on my behalf. Of course, when it doesn't work in, you get in exactly when you want it to. But $12 was that next thing. I was thinking we were going to head into another halt. Not necessarily the case. So yeah, it's unfortunate we give some back here on the intraday. Yeah, we're chasing. It's definitely a chase. There's no question. That was a big time chase. Not even going to deny that. We'll go over to MPT. We'll get this blemish off of our radar here and see what we got over on this one. That was a nice high of the day break. And then obviously we were trading FBL earlier on the day. Oops.
Jeez Louise.
Tab FBO. There it is on this one. Tab NQ. You could do it. It's not like I'm trading. Why am I pulling it up on the FX? There we go. So FBL here earlier in the day. Is it go now?
Yeah,
now?
It's trying to get back above 13.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to go. I'm getting vibes that it might not go here, Sharif. Just from a price action standpoint. Could I be totally wrong? Absolutely. But what we do have is some lower highs on that 1 minute time frame, even though there are higher lows. So you're starting to have that wedge being formed. We'll keep an eye out on this one just in case. There could be an additional high of the day break. That $14 break could be a good trade there.
All right, I'm going to give it to 11. If it fails 11, then I'm out. What do we got on? 69. It just popped up again into 13s. Let's give it some room here. I have to give it a little bit of room because you see how it's trading. So continuing to watch. We've got 69s on. Show me 61. Below 12, I stop out. Let's see if this one is able to hold up above 12. There's a lot of resistance at 13. I don't think that's shocking anybody, right? We've seen this kind of manifest. Here we go, right back up to the 80s. No continuation quite yet. 90s. There we go. 13 incoming. Let's see if we can take some off. A little bit there at 13. Then I want to put some north of 13. Let's go 13.15. Again, zigging and zagging right back into that $0.50. Again, loses 12. I'm out, but good scalp there through the area highs. $13, a tough level to clear, and it's a lower high, quite frankly. This current bar is got a very little body. There's buyers. Oh, wow, this is really filling here into
really
12.
breaking down there.
So I stop out at 12. Ooh, my days.
For sure.
I gave back everything there on that move down through 12. But you have to give it room, right? So prior bar low is 10.57. I'm not going to touch this until we get a decisive breaking of the high of the day. Another talking about, I think, the Vision Pro and stuff like that, things that I don't really care a whole lot about. I see SDOT above, and it's just too spready for me, but it looks fantastic. It's about to take out the day high. SDOT 2071 high. It's showing 2040 now. Good look on that one. I'll keep my eye out on that. Shout out to Bovin. Good call as well on AMPG, but that was zigging and zagging a little bit. I'm going to keep my eye here on INHD. Joey, try to bottom pick off key levels.
Yeah, we'll keep our eye on it. There you go, Katina, man. Long Palantir, 135.69. See if we can get that bounce to be continued. I mean, we've gone over all the large cap names. It's the momentum in the small ones. INHD, Taylor Batty's like, Joe, you owe me big time. I'm like, bro, for what? I went 0 for 2 on this bad boy. That momentum style play. I wanted it in here at $8 for that halt up, but other than that, we take a hit there and we take a hit there. Both same amount of shares, but we didn't get any continuation. I mentioned that with the lower highs right there. So, brother, if anything, you owe me because I tried it, and then sure enough, it didn't work for us. So, Joe, Adam, tried to get you in this morning. I know. He got me. He did. I must say, and you were talking about it earlier this morning as well too. So I mean, hopefully you guys had fantastic sessions on it. This thing's up 1,000%. Yeah. That is great. Like that, it's up 1,000. That is 1,000%. I love that kind of stuff, man. How could you not? Like, other than if you're on the short side of things, you're up 1,000% in a single intraday session. I don't know. Like, what is the float on this bad boy? Imagine you had a couple of thousand shares of this, and you just somehow knew that this was going to happen. Where are you retiring? I think is that next question, right? It's like, what are you going to go and do for the rest of your days? Is it a beach on Da Nang, or are you going over to Belize? Like, I'm really curious. There it goes. It's really breaking down, Sharif. Drops 30% just like that, though, from $13 all the way down to 10. So you lose a little bit of the value just like that. So, I mean, how long of a run has this bad boy been on? It's just it's one day, Sharif. It's literally one day. Like from $1 all the way up there.
That's the way it is, Joe.
Yeah, it's just one day.
And it could close with like no body left on that candle. It could close at 6 or 4.
It can lose it all. It can lose it all. But imagine you're the individual who just somehow knew, somebody knew about this leading into today's session. They loaded the boat, and then if they had diamond hands, sat through all of that, are sitting on boatloads of cash.
Imagine. That's something that I personally can't do, right?
What do you mean?
I can't sit there all day like in a winter that's that volatile and just hold it to the top.
And just like hope for that 1,000?
Yeah. Yeah, just continuing to watch here. Look, they're talking about different, things for kids, customizations, etc. It's still nothing that, this is important now, especially with teenage and younger person usage of social media as well as mobile devices. So this will interest some parents, but I don't think this is the market-moving stuff that we're all waiting for. We're still all waiting for that Siri as well as the Apple Intelligence announcement, which still has not come in. But as I've spoke about many times before, it's been widely leaked online, so everybody has an idea of how the new Siri is going to look. There's obviously the beta right now that's being here we go.
Oh,
my
wow.
days. It took out prior bar high, but it
again?
can't break through 13. 13 is such a problem. That is the second time it has gotten to 13 and rejected on the 5-minute chart. That's 2 rejections now on the 5 here at 13. INHD, I'm talking about up 1,000, almost 100%, pretty close. Here comes again. Back into 12.5, 12 1/3 here. Looking real good. Looking like it wants to take out that $13 area. We'll have to see if the longs are more committed, got more conviction than the shorts at this level.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're talking about age-based restrictions in the App Store. Still kind of that same theme that we were talking about. We're talking about WWDC, guys, Worldwide Developer Conference for Apple, a yearly event done in the beginning of June. Typically different than the announcements that they make in September. Those are usually product launches. These are typically software or sometimes they launch products as well at WWDC, but more common, Joey, in the fall than it is in early summer or late spring.
Absolutely. So yeah, we got our eyes on this thing, man. One strong move, and then we could just get back to where we were before. So let's see. 13, Sharif was mentioning it. There it goes. That's a strong uptick. I want to pay like really close attention to the momentum and what the tape is telling us at the break of this specific level. So right now, I'm not seeing enough strength and you can see we're consistently rejecting this 1250. 1250 keeps getting rejected. So be patient. With that being said, I don't know if that momentum high of the day break style trade is going to come into play unless we have an extreme amount of volume step in. So that's something that we want to be patient and wait for. I'll probably end up missing it as we ramble on. Someone was saying, hey man, what a day. It's crazy that we haven't really talked about it here, is look at the day Tesla's having. It's having a day, as you would say.
4.5. Wow.
On Tesla?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's having a day, as you would say. It's definitely been one of the stronger performers. Apple coming in off of the highs. NVDA just been in a dog's breakfast as of late, curling over and looks like it wants to head in that direction. But Broadcom, who's getting destroyed, same narrative. But Tesla, we're getting that rotation. So, I mean, I wonder if this has anything to do with SpaceX. Is it a coincidence, Sharif? I don't know if there is any such here in the stock market. But we talked about that inside day. Sure enough, it is one, but price action just screaming, as I do believe we're going to head up into $410 momentarily. Eyes on INHD. This might be the move. There it is. Oh, it got me, boy. Let's go. Let's see it. Come on.
Joey.
Another strong uptick.
Joey.
But it failed again. It failed again, brother. We don't want to see that. We want to see some form of continuation. I have to be prepared to get out of this quick, just in case it doesn't. That was just a pure liquidity grab. If it cracks the lows, then we're out of dodge on it. No continuation. Another strong pop. Let's go. Send your boy into Halt parameters. If we go 0 for 3 at the plate, we're putting this thing to the side regardless of what happens. Hey, man, that's how it is. You strike out, you strike out. At least we're starting to swing here on some of these potential plays. So 1256 needs another big-time break. Let's go. You can do it. If it capitulates and breaks down, then we have to be prepared to get out really, really quick.
BYAH is Rip City right now. Shout out to City Boy 305. Watch out. 203 high, showing 192, 189. It's a new trade coming in. No idea whether this is going to continue or not, so you need to be careful with it because we haven't really watched this, or it hasn't done too much volume. The volume is very recent, coming in at 115. 371,000 shares on the prior bar, 477,000 currently on this bar. BYAH, the ticker. So be careful here with this one, but it does look pretty good. Also, Alloy, ALOY, a bit of a spready one and lighter volume, but right back into the high, 14 2/3, and Z or ZVRA into the high it goes at 12 1/4, 1224 to be exact. Very clean. Shout out to 2 New York Cents. Shout out to City Boy. Shout out to Yannick. All these ones are call-outs by them. There goes BYAH ripping up into 220. This one is absolutely gassing up. Is this going to halt? We are going to halt here on BYAH if we're not already, because I don't have it on a trading screen. False halt now. BYAH at 219 and absolutely ripping to the high side. Let's load this up on a trading screen. So 220, it's not limit up, by the way. It just slowed down. 225, 230. BYAH now taking out triple digits. Halt parameter engaged here at 230. Almost 3 million shares traded, and the shares came fast and furious. Let me tell you, it was barely doing anything before the 115 candle, pardon me, on the 5-minute chart. Halted, up we go. $2.30, up 117% or thereabouts. Halt time. 125.35, earliest open 130.35. Great look here for BYAH, but keep your eye as well on the one that your friend Joey options in, because this feels like a $13 flat top break coming in. There it goes, Joseph. Good trade, brother. Good trade. There's the dollar, Joey freaking off.
I can't. There it is. We're tied. That's what I'm talking about, my boy. I can't see what the halt level is quite yet. I want to call it out for you. It looks like it's 1430s. Did you take it out? Yeah, I took it out.
Let that go,
I know, man. We could have let that go, but man, we can't get greedy, man. Everything that we just lost, everything we just lost, we made back in that one trade. We're talking about $15, man. What a roller coaster these bad boys are.
There. Good trade.
I mean, hey, man, it is what it is. That was fun. We were gonna put a little bit more size on it, but it did eventually break. I know, yeah, Sharif, you're right. I could have took some off, but hey, man, we don't want to hogs get slaughtered.
Fair, man.
Hogs get slaughtered. We take that pop, 1232, and then we take, like, I mean, that was a span of 3 minutes. You get $2. over $2, right? Like we're in at 12.43. It pops all the way up to 14.30s, like in the span of a couple of minutes. Boom, take your profits and run. This thing can continue to go. The strength is in the tape. I'm looking at it. That defender, whoever was there, as Sharif would mention, got unalived. And then sure enough, it just really, really popped. There it is, 14.60. There, oh my God. Listen, I'm not going to get too far. 15.32. Holy smokes. This thing is still going. Yeah, we should have held on, but shoulda, coulda, woulda. We're not going to complain about that whatsoever. It would have been $3 as quick as you would like. Wow, it's going to $16. Adam James abroad. I almost just tripped on there. He's saying $20 on this bad boy. Man, oh man. Yeah, we could have held on to it, but it is what it is. We're not going to.
Here comes 20.
There it is, $16. Where's that next halt band?
I can't see it on
Oh,
there.
okay, 16.20. Oh man, that would have been a quick $4 on the team. I was gonna say on the gang, but anyways, there it is. It is. We took it. It continued to climb a little bit higher. It didn't break down.
Brutal.
But these things are absolutely so much fun. We're gonna get Katina Man on the trade because he's gonna like them for sure. But 15.91 and change here, looking like it still wants to move higher. Oh man, why don't I just take half off and leave the other half as a runner? Oh well, Diamond hands it a little bit more.
That was a great trade, man.
Yeah, it is.
That was a great trade.
You grab $2 just like that, but we could have grabbed another $2 just like that, $2.50. But we learned our lesson. We're not going to have any excuses with it saying that we're a rookie in this game. But yeah, we're going to come back, and next time we have that opportunity, we'll be a little bit better.
This is so tedious. They're just talking about all the child safety features and stuff like that. All important stuff, put that at the end. People just want to know about the main stuff, like they're clearly doing this strategically. I'm just focusing right now on the Apple event, so I'll be in and out of trades little by little. Pizza party for y'all tomorrow, says Adam James abroad. I know exactly where he's long from this one, so I know exactly how much money he made, man. He's long single digits, low single digits too. Shout out to Adam James abroad, fantastic look. Shout out to Tisha, INHD, next level is 2240. Get it, Tisha, love it. 1628 current high. I love to hear that this energy, beautiful look. Hope everybody's printed on this one. It's obviously a bit of a bamboozler, you know, a little up, a little bit down. Keep your eye out on this one, and don't forget about BYAH. It's also halted up here, guys. We're still waiting for a resumption in about a minute and a half. So that one is one to focus on as well. Katina Man's trading Palantir. He's printing on that. We love hearing that from the Katina Man. He's killing it. Shout out to him. We're also keeping an eye here on INHD for a 1628 break, because that one is still trading below 16 and below the intraday high. Now we're talking about Apple Intelligence. I got to send it to you.
Yeah,
okay?
man. All right, man. Look at Tesla go. Okay, so there it is. INHD. We take those two losses, pretty much removes all of that there. So not too bad of a look. Bang, bang. I would have loved to hold it up into $16. Looks like it still wants to go. Are we going to be chasing it all the way up here? It's up 1,400%. That's insane. 1,400% on this. It's probably the largest I've personally seen, 1,400%. No way I'm buying back in now. Totally fair. Let's send things off to Adara.
Yeah, they're queuing up this new series saying that their Apple Intelligence has bold new architecture that will pave the way for their new Siri product. I know Sharif's listening to this as well. I'll keep you guys posted if I hear anything else. But AAPL taking a really nice spike to the upside here as we finally hear about Apple Intelligence roughly 30 minutes into this WWDC keynote. Back to you.
Okay, so they're talking about Apple's next foundation models, and they're saying how they overlapped it with Gemini to kind of be able to use that together. There's going to be on-device small language inference as well as on cloud, but it's going to be on Apple's private servers, which they've been talking a lot about. Image understanding and generation, keeping a close eye on this, Joey. What are you looking at there? Because INHD looks like it wants to take out the high.
Yeah, I understand image generation. I mean, I'm listening to this stuff as well, too. Let's see what we got going on. Yeah, no worries, no worries.
BYAH halted up again. Halted. 277 halt time, 131.03. Earliest open, 136.03. Halted 277, up 161%. BYAH is absolutely ripping. Higher accuracy for dictation, better language understanding, expressive voices, some of the things being here spoken about Apple Intelligence. Not really anything important quite yet. We want to see on-screen awareness. That's the most important thing. So they will get to that, thankfully. What are you looking at, Joey?
Yeah, all right, man. And Katina, man, we trust. We've seen Sean posting up there. Hopefully his Palantir has been working for him there. And then now we're starting to have Tesla, right? Like this, we're at $410. So we just went parabolic at the top end of this range here. So that's not too bad whatsoever. Not too bad of a look. What we're going to do is use TSLL, but what we want to see is how the NASDAQ has been performing here. Ugh. Okay, been a hot mess. Right, like this isn't fun. Like this is horrible type price action, consistent lower highs. I was talking about the breakdown, but what does it do? It just liquidity grabs here, goes to a new high of the day, and then eventually breaks down. Let's send things off to Adara.
Here, guys, a nice bounce off the lows for Google, GeoOGL, as we already knew here, implicated in this Apple announcement there. Apple AI is powered by Google's Gemini, so GeoOGL getting a little bit of a spike from the low. Also, unfortunately, more Middle East headlines to be aware of. The top negotiator for Iran by the name of Alibab, he reportedly posted on his Telegram channel, quote, "We will turn the naval blockade into another defeat for the enemy." So more posturing as we send you back to the guys.
Thank you very much for that. Yeah, I mean, as for Google, we'll pull that up. I know Dara just had it for us. You get that nice volatility spike. I don't want to be like, hey, fade this, but that's what I would look to do, especially in today's market. You just get that pop, you have the volatility, and the volume really start to uptick there. Let's see if it starts to come back in. There we go. INHD might be another potential play right here, guys. So, I mean, considering what we just had on that, a high of the day break, I'm going to get prepared to take another attempt on this. Shoot, 50% clip rate. It would have been nice to get all the way up into 16, but it's our job to be forward-looking and see where that next opportunity is. If this bull flag fails, I mean, we're up 1,400%. Why not make it 1,500 or 1,600 at this point? Obviously, be extremely sarcastic, but there it is. Bang. Oh, man, you catch these crazy moves on this thing. Oh, man. All right, all right. The defense and what I was seeing at this level right here at 1280s or 1250 or whatever it was insane. Because every time it ran into that level, you just seen those clean flushes to the downside. So there it is on INHD. Definitely the play of the day. Attaboy, Adam James, man. And congratulations to you on that specific trade. Hopefully you just absolutely cleaned up on that and had hundreds and hundreds of shares. Big E. Yeah, Baya?
Yep.
That thing's going crazy. All right, Adara.
They just introduced the talk of a new Siri. As they hear about a new Siri, spike up here for Apple again. AAPL pushing into new intraday's highs, renewing that 317 level and now pushing above it as the company begins talking about its new Apple Intelligence Enhanced Siri. Again, this is powered by Google Gemini and GeoOGL. Once the Apple Intelligence portion of things began, did start bouncing off of the lows. Keep an eye on Google and Apple as the Siri AI talk continues. Back to you.
Siri AI. That's what they're talking about here. Intelligence capabilities. You tap into them the same way. You just say, "Hey Siri." Let's see how many people I triggered there. Come on, now let's go. Oh, I triggered my own. No! All right. Looking good. Here we go. All right, man. Just continuing to listen to this, more capable assistant. It's all the stuff that we kind of already knew about during the leak, guys. But continuing to wait for BYAH to open. What a move up, $2.77 high. It is an absolute rocket ship to the high side right now. Halt time, 13:31:03. Current time, 13:35, about 23, let's see, 33. So we have about another 30 seconds or so before this one opens. What an aggressive move here for BYAH. Keep an eye out on this one. I'm going to be looking for this one to open up, and let's see how it trades initially. If it has that aggressive bid, we're going to take it. We're going to look to stop out below $2, though. $2 kind of will be the line in the sand. Only about 3.5 million shares traded so far, so there hasn't been that much price discovery quite yet. Let's see if this is going to open up. It should be opening up. Nope, it's going to be 10 minutes. Okay, at least minimum 10 minutes here on BYAH, a little bit longer than the last one. Keep your eye out on this one. Big move here on INHD. It's coming a bit down, rejecting 16, now coming back down into 15. Be on the lookout there. There's also support at $13 on INHD. So if it does come in there, I'd be interested in picking it up. Whole dollar as well as a 10 EMA on the 5. Not a bad look at all. BYAH still halted. ZVRA still at the highs, basically at 12.25 on ZVRA. Good look on that. GLXY as well has been trading basically at 31, a little above, a little bit below, basically the entire morning. So those are ones to keep your eye on as well. And the one mentioned by Bovin earlier, SDOT as well, continues to trade above the volume-weighted average price around 19, give or take, Joey. So I'm still waiting for BYAH to open. It looks like it's going to be 1341.03 before we see this one open. So keeping an eye out on that.
Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about, right? I mean, you have the volume and volatility spike, and then look what happens. You just come right back into the range, and I could probably see the same thing. Not as aggressive, but
I'll watch this after.
Pardon me?
I'm gonna watch this after. It's like I'm trying to concentrate on both. It's
I know
really
it's
hard to do
too much going on, right? There it is. So Apple, we already seen that move. You get that pop up, and then now you're heading a little bit lower. Why? Is this lackluster? We're going to have to watch it later, as Sharif mentioned, and really hone in and see what these guys got going on. But boom, volatility pops, and I talked about it earlier this morning, is that, hey, you're going to probably see a couple of these spikes, but then, unfortunately, they just give back the majority of the move. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's going to happen here in Google here momentarily, especially at that crack of 364. 364, that breaks, watch it come back in. Now, I have our eyes on INHD for that move higher through this 1,300% on the intraday session, and we're going to get prepared for that volatility spike and that break of the high of the day to see if we can head into that next halt band. I think that might be a little bit of a dream, but when you're up this much, then maybe you continue. Yeah, there you go. Nice play, Katina.
What do you got?
Katina Man short Google.
Oh.
That's what I'm talking about. You play the break of that, short Google, as long as it doesn't break the high of the day, I like that for a solid trade, because Apple came right back in, popped up, and then gave back the majority, just like that. Hold on, Katina Man.
Money.
All right, there we go, man. Good stuff. He's got, oh, I thought he had a sweater on too. But yeah, other than that, man, I hope the swim was good. INHD, let's go. Let's take an additional leg higher for us here.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially if we can get that decisive 15 break and hold, 1628 high. Still watching here. I have nothing to do for me yet on INHD, but we're also simultaneously waiting for the resumption. About 2 minutes, a minute and a half now on BYAH. Possibly could resume around that time. We don't really know, but they do come in waves of 5. Yeah, just looking up at the top screen as well. Oh no, there's another one, MTEN. What is going on with the small caps today? Is this gonna halt? What is this? Look at the rip, MTEN. Here comes 197. I was just looking at this at 170 something. 197 limit up here on MTEN. What a rip up. What is going on with these? You know, you got to be careful though, because it could absolutely resume and tank all the way back down. So you're going to really need to exercise good risk management parameters here. MTEN is the ticker. Volume-wise, it's done a little bit less, I should say, than 3 million shares on the day.
Oh no, Sharif, there went INHD went, man. It did
went,
that 15 break, yeah. Oh, I'm over here looking at MTEN. Oh,
my bad, yeah, you gotta look
well,
at
it's not
both.
really your fault.
Yeah.
I was the one watching and thinking, okay, let's try it one more time here. There it is.
Oh,
yes, sir. Just like that, we caught 50 cents, my boy.
Attaboy,
there
Joey.
it is.
All right, here comes 17 and a half.
I don't know if I'm going to get a continued pop here. Yeah, it came right back in really aggressive. I think we have to take this one for what it is. I mean, we could try to diamond hands it, but we'll just take it. Boom, there it is. All right, another little scalp city on INHD. We wanted that $15. Yeah, there it is. I'm glad with that high of the day break. You take some on there. Boom. We get that nice little pop. $15 would have been more ideal. It's all Sharif's fault. He had me on MTEN, when this was the real play off of that level, that $15 pay. Yeah, Long Brady says we're crazy. You have to, there's no way all screws can be tightened to do this stuff over here, my friend. You have to have a screw loose or two.
What? That's crazy talk. BYAH open, Rip City. New high day, 317, looking for a defend of 3. Let's watch. Do we defend 3? Let's go 297, 290. Oh, wow, Joseph, look at this. And the 360, Rip City, Rip City. All right, BYH, absolutely him or her.
How'd you get that?
Bro, don't worry about myself.
That's cool. Oh, all right. I see how it is, man. I see how it is. All right, my boy. I see how you get.
I love this guy, bro. This guy's good vibes. Halted to the upside, 361 on BYAH. It's up a light and not so heavy and not that important. 240 and a half.
I'm not worried. I'm not worried about it though, my boy. I'm not worried.
You're not worried about it. Oh,
there goes INHD, man, going right back up there.
Oh my days, INHD. We're going on 2,000?
Yeah, we're going.
We're gonna go on 2,000.
2,000. Wow.
Get it, Joey.
Wow.
There we go. What a day today's been, man. Fantastic look here on INHD. Fantastic look on MTEN.
1,700%. That's madness.
Madness, right?
Madness?
Madness? Madness.
This is Sparta.
Right, yo, dude. $20 incoming here, man. What's going on, man?
Tripping over pennies. Adam James,
Here we go again.
He said $20. It's pizza party tomorrow.
Oh my
God. So, dude, we're 30 cents away from that point. Don't send any pineapple over here, my boy. Just straight pepperoni pizza from Pizza Olive. 1955. Yes, Katina man. That is crazy. Yeah, it's gonna hit $20 here momentarily.
What kind of pizza do we want? A protein pizza. I just want pepperoni. And chicken.
Yeah, there it goes.
You can forego the crust.
There it goes.
There it goes again, Joseph. 2023. That is the intraday high. I feel like I'm probably going to be changing that. Here comes $21. It's Rip City. We're only a tiny bit now below that 2,000% limit up. 2097. Let's watch, see when this halts. It's going to be 13:43:22. Hey, I got it. 13:43:22. Limit up. INHD's up big. We're going to Adair.
Yeah, here's a 1-minute chart on AAPL, just so you guys can kind of see the move here on Siri. AAPL, of course, during its event, this WWDC keynote, they have announced a new AI-powered version of Siri. Apparently, there's actually going to be an app for this. You can reference past conversations with Siri. There's going to be apparently a boost in accuracy when it comes to voice dictation. They're also going to be extending their improvements to CarPlay, AirPods. It'll become a more conversational product. So again, AAPL, we had this pop into 317.50s, currently trying to hold on to 310s as traders digest the Siri updates. Back to you.
All information we've already given you guys. The in-app Siri was already been leaked online. Everybody already knew that. Nothing new there. Joey, what are you looking at, brother?
Same thing you're looking at, my boy. This Halt at 2097. Top now printing $21 on this bad boy. Man, what a wild ride. Congratulations, Adam. I know you had a fantastic one. Brother. Yeah, brother. We're obviously being sarcastic, brother. What kind of pizza y'all want tomorrow? Boom. Nah, man, we'll leave that up to Katina, man, and the crew to make up that decision. Jeez. So, yeah. Neil said as long as pineapple, then he's good. So we'll take a boatload of pineapple pizzas here today. Anchovies is crazy. Hopefully we don't get any of that stuff. But there it is, booyah right there, Sharif. Park biological there. Boom, 361. But the trade of the day has been this one, all right? And NPT just hasn't lived up to that name. I'm going to be keeping my eyes on this for a potential high of the day break. Sharif, we're halted on INHD. Where is that being funneled into? We need to find it right now. I don't know. I'm asking you. $1.97 on
Well, there's three halted, dude. I mean, there's only one.
There's Booyah, MTEN, and INHD currently right now halted. Where can we find that next opportunity? We'll keep an eye on this Minteg and Intel Corp because just in case, International Corp, I guess it should be, just in case that decides to get rocking and rolling here.
And amazing. Continue to watch for this one here to resume. We're looking at BYAH 13:41:35 halt time. Current time is 13:45:49 or 50. The prints are super slow on this one. SDOT, so we're still waiting over here. Resumption could be in about 30 seconds, give or take. Still packing the patience, still waiting on this one. Nothing for me to do other than wait for this one to resume, which should be in about 30 seconds or so. Continuing to watch, though, INHD as well as MTEN, they're both halted. I should let you know that another one is moving now. HAO, HAO. HAO into 129. This one's ripping up as well with a 129 high into 119. Keeping my eye, pardon me? Oh, amazing. Thank you, Katina, man. I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, that's why I got you to send it, because if I had, probably wouldn't have been that fixed that quick, I should say. So, yeah, BYAH still waiting over here for a resumption. Looks like this one will be a possibly 10-minute halt on BYAH. Ah, crap. We're going to have to wait another 10 minutes on this monster. As this one is still halted, it will be 10 minutes at minimum, so 13:51:35 as we wait for that one, Joey. MTEN also going to be 10 minutes, it looks like. We'll see if BYAH is still halted at 361. GLXY is taking out highs as we speak. This one's really going here. Watch out, GLXY, 31.58, taking out that 31 seller, 31.62. GLXY is really going. It could see 32 sooner rather than later, and a great multi-day rounded bottom here.
Sharif, there goes MPT. MPT starting to roll a little bit here. Let's see, we got a key pivot break. Any form of a pullback, it's really strong. We have to get involved in this one. NPT really starting to move there, 1,900% on INHD. If this fails, then we get out of dodge on MPT. We do have enough room to give this. I wouldn't mind holding it for the high of the day. It's more or less a momentum style, but slowly cooking up. Let's get over to that specific ticker. And I like what you guys are talking about in the chat. Hey, why are we starting to see this? Maybe PDT does have some of a influx here, and why we're seeing this tidal wave, I don't know. Again, I haven't been in the space long enough to say if this is like higher than relative volume, but it definitely could be, and I wouldn't be surprised if having more individuals who have the ability to participate in these momentum style plays start doing so within obviously INHD and just that crazy, the Halt parameters. So I wouldn't be surprised if the PDT rule being lifted has a little bit of influence on what we have going on right here. This isn't going to work out for us. We'll end up taking a little bit of a loss on MPT here, Sharif. Looking for that momentum style play and just like that strong move into the high of the day. It doesn't look like we're going to get that. Probably get a couple of pullbacks in between. We'll allow it to grind higher, and if there's a good opportunity for us to get involved with it, once again, we'll do so because we had a pretty good trade on it earlier. With the tap, oh my God. The tap on INHD is $24.50.
That's crazy.
Brother, there better be gold on that pizza. There better be gold on that pizza tomorrow, Adam
Another
James.
one is halted. How? The one I gave you guys.
What is
There's
the most?
four
What is
halted at the moment.
What is the most you've ever seen?
I don't remember. I had probably COVID days, right?
Like, is it abnormal for like to have four?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
God,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
so there it is.
yeah.
Bang. PDT rule. Stone cold that. Money this, and then absolutely that. For those.
Yo, look at them. We've got all the halters on the top of the screen over here. They're all halted.
That's crazy.
Let's throw in HAO. HAO. How? This one is absolutely ripping. Well, ripped through into 151. INHD 2097. M10 197. BYH. What I'm involved in 361. They are all halted and they are all small cap gappers. The market is all sorts of insane today and very good to the small cap traders, at least for now. Let's see if that continues to be the case. MTEN open, 260 high, coming back down now, trying to hold 240. There it goes into 284. So MTEN really going here, and it's going to halt up. 287 limit up. Watch out here. Let's see if it's a false halt. False halt. Down into 271 here. It could take out the area high. No, right back into that halt parameter. Limit up into 87. Continuing to watch this one. Goodness, waiting for another minute or so. We've got BYAH holding. What sectors are the halters? I have no idea. I have to go one by one here to see exactly what sectors they are. But now I'm waiting for BYAH. Again, 41.35. It's currently, so 51.22. So this one may be open here in a matter of seconds. Let's see if it's going to be 10 or 15.
26.
26?
On INHD.
So this is going to be...
This thing is going to be up like 2,200%.
How come it says 51 there? 50 on the bottom. Ah, that's why. Okay, so it's another 30 seconds or so. Sorry, I completely misread that. My bad. BYH is the one I'm talking about. Shout out to my man, Adam James Abroad, dropping another 2 in the chat. INHD gaps to 50s and 60s on daily and weekly. Yo, man, I've seen weirder things happen. But those are the technical levels on the daily and weekly. But we just have to know, Adam, are there enough buyers here to push out some of the sellers, the short sellers who may have to cover there. So what are you looking at,
There
Joey?
goes MPT. Oh, we got MPT, baby. Let's go. Take a little
Get
bit
it,
more
Adam.
off on that bad boy.
IREN breakout as well. People are saying, shout out to my man, Texas Jet Fan, IREN into 58.99. That is the day high. Keep your eye out there
Man,
on
what a video,
IREN.
what a video game, man. Thank you for introducing me. Man,
man.
that's what I'm
I wanna
talking about,
hear,
man.
bro.
$29 tap on INHD. Are you kidding me?
It's about to kill a lot of people here, Joey.
Holy smokes.
Many people will die from this
A
trade.
lot of people will be, they will be unalived, as they would say on the internet. Oh my days. Assassino, are you watching this? This is crazy.
Why are you dragging Assassino into this, bro?
And Tiffany,
Hey,
too.
leave him
I know they
alone,
had
man.
good weekends. Boom, we'll take it. Did we get a reject? Yeah, we got that fill up there.
Get it, Joey.
Where's Randy? There he is. Oh my God. We're going to get the high of the day break. This is the worst thing you could have introduced
What
me
is
to
happening
ever.
here, man?
Because,
Why?
Because this is exactly what I'm looking for. There it goes.
killing me
So
here, bro.
everything that we, dude, look at this. Look at this NPT trade.
Oh my days.
Oh, this stuff is
Get it, Joey.
crazy.
Get it, Joey.
That's where have you been all my life?
Where have you been all my life?
Man, this stuff is crazy. Ramin, how was the lunch? Man.
It's gonna halt up, Joey. 460.
256.
Oh.
The tap on INHD is $30. Dude, Randy.
Just $9 ahead of where we
Randy,
halted. It's not a big deal.
This one stock is going to be up like 2,500%. People are retiring today. No, Adam
People
James
are buying us lunch in the chat, man.
Adam James is buying lunch, man.
He's got pizza,
he's
Pizza
got
Tuesday. Who
man.
knows, right?
You're part of us now. Yeah, we left some for a runner, guys. I don't have much anyways.
Should see some of the comments in the chat.
Yeah, PDT
You have
Joe in the
turned
chat.
Joe into a degenerate small cap trader like us.
Yeah.
Welcome to the club, Joe.
man. This is a good club. See, the thing is though, as much fun as we're having right now,
Yeah, as much as it can
probably
turn,
tomorrow
yeah.
I could be like, oh man, what happened? The tides can turn relatively quick.
Yeah,
But this
it can
is
get ugly.
this is a boatload of fun. I'm not even gonna complain about it. We're talking about the HOD break in NPT, and then also we are looking at INHD. Oh my God, Sharif, I was in this from $12, and then we
Get it, Joey.
and then we Devin Haney hand that one.
That's cap.
Yeah,
There's 5 halted right now.
Dude,
5.
Dude, the top is $40. What the hell? This thing halted at? It's literally up another insane amount. This is crazy. End the stream. It's over.
It's unreal. It's unreal. Like
What
this is
the
deadly
heck?
stuff that's happening.
Man,
here,
I wonder if Benner got.
Oh, my
I wonder
days.
if Benner's in on this. I know Wayner's in on this.
100%.
I know Wayner's in. You know
in the
Wayner's
personal and in the trade, Larry.
Yeah. I be telling him he can't buy anymore.
Yeah, did you hear about SDI?
Yeah, you were
It
telling-
blocked him, bro.
yeah.
It was hilarious.
That's crazy.
Loving this, man. Shorts are underwater, says Tisha. That is an understatement, Tisha. They are in trouble. They are running scared. Be on the lookout here because all
am I
good
in a,
things come to
dude,
an
I
end.
didn't even realize I'm in a halt. I'm
You
in a
didn't
halt.
realize it's a
here.
position board right there, my
bro,
guy.
I didn't even realize there's so much going on. $64. I've never seen anything like this.
This got to be cap here, bro.
$85.
82, 81. Yo, this is going
Oh
nuts.
my God.
That's insane right there.
Oh my
I can't
God,
believe
this thing
what
is
I'm
going
seeing
crazy.
there. I can't believe
okay,
what
I
I'm
have
seeing
to pull
there,
this
man.
up. 40.93.
Pull up.
Never mind my 30 cents. Sharif, we might have
Yes,
to
sir.
keep this
Yes, sir.
stream going until 4 o'clock,
Yeah,
even
well,
post-market.
you're gonna be keeping it on your own there,
You're going to
Joey.
be doing it on your own. Don't worry. I will carry the torch, my friend. I'll do the best I
love it,
can.
man.
I
Joey.
can't breathe, man. This is crazy. And I'm all jacked up
There's
off of
5
caffeine.
halted now. PAVs is halted to the high side. 5 are halted. INHD, NPT,
Dude.
BYH, MTEN, HAO, PAVS
It
are all
went to
halted.
$100 and then dropped down to $58.
Yeah, this is obviously well
What the
orchestrated
heck?
here, man. This is crazy.
I've never seen anything like that.
No, I've never seen anything like this either. There's 5 halted. One of them is on the verge of taking out 2,000 and likely will based on the top. NPT, 256.
What the hell?
BYH, 240. MTN, 168. HAO, 70 and 2/3. PAVS, basically 69 and 2/3. When the hell is this BYH going to open, man? 1341.35. I don't even have a screen that's not halted, so I can't even see the exact time. We're going to have to look at the side chart over here. So the exact time is 1356.07.
Someone asked what TAP means, theoretical
auction price, yeah.
Auction price. So what it's trading.
07. So this one should be, if it's going to be 15 on BYAH, it's going to be in about 15 seconds. So 15-minute halt possibly here on BYAH. We're coming in. It should open up at 35. We're showing 25 now. Let's see what we get on this. Let me just load up my screen over here so we can get ready. I don't know exactly what to kind of expect on this, if it's going to even open up at all. It's not going to open up. It's going to be 20 minutes on BYH. Why are they doing this? Why is it halted for so long? What the hell is going on here? Let's see if there's anything coming in.
Dude, there's so many halters right now. I know you just mentioned it, but there's 6.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Wow, I mean, $4.93 on MPT.
Unreal.
BYH, MTEN, PAVs, HOW, man. This is some crazy stuff. Yeah, I mean, I don't know enough. If you guys have seen
get ready to go?
Is it that time already?
Man, you got 3 minutes here,
I probably have to, actually, yeah, I can do that. Sharif, we're halted. We don't have very much size here on MPT. I could just limit on open it as well, too, and get out as soon as it opens up at 4.93. But all right, guys, you'll see me momentarily. What an absolute ride it's been for Sharif and I on this INHD. Shout out to PDT rule being lifted, just sending these small cap land into an absolute frenzy. So yeah, all right, guys, I'll see you momentarily.
Yep, absolutely. Let's bring in all the halters so that we have them all on one screen. Just allow me a second here to set up on PAVS. What a move up on all 5 of these. All right, we're open up here on BYH. What a random time. Rip City, rip City. This is really going here. Be careful, guys, with this one. 4.5, taking out some over here. What do we got on? We got 313. Here comes 5. There goes 5. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's not what we want to do there. Limit up on 5 here, guys. Limit up, 516, limit up, BYH. This is, I haven't seen anything like this before, where 5 of them are all going. This is so orchestrated. This is crazy here. BYAH, limit up, 516. We've got 313. It is now up 386%. Yeah, this is weird, Mike. I mean, HAO just opened up. It's ripping as well. Let's just bring this trading screen in over here. Oh, my days. Oh, my days. HAO, 199 limit up. 204 limit up. Pardon me. HAO is going to halt up at $2.04. We already got BYAH halted up at 516. MTEN still 287. INHD, what's the tap on there, that one? Okay. INHD 2097. PAVS did open up. So 180 high here on PAVS. There it goes, taking out the high. PAVS 186 now area high, but this one is failing. Watch out with this one, guys. Here we go, back into 165 on PAVS. All these, I can't believe this. 5 of the 8 on the small cap gapper side screens here were halted all at one time. Unbelievable move here on PAVS. Looking for HAO to open up above 2. And if you've been looking at what the tap is on INHD, it is a monster. Joey was, I think you said 85 or 87 on that? It went to $100, he says. I didn't quite see it on PAVS or on INHD, but hey, he saw it, so I absolutely believe him. We're still... It's $29 now, so it has substantially dropped off as the exchange kept that one halted until they could pair the different orders there. They were not going to probably allow that to open up as an $80 gap. I think that would have been pretty crazy there. And I don't know if that would have ever, in the history of trading, that happened before, where like something gapped up $80 intraday. I have no idea. We'll have to check with some of these LLMs. But there it is, guys. You've got a bunch... 4 halted. PAVS just got right back into the high of the day again. It's back into 212. It's not quite halted itself, but a big move nonetheless on PAVS here. So we're going to continue to wait for BYAH to unhalt at 516 high. The halt time on that one, 158.16. Earliest open, 203.16. But the big boys, they're locked and they're loaded. Joe and Sean going to take you into the afternoon session. See everybody tomorrow. Trade carefully, guys. These small cap gappers, they're around for a good time, not a long time.